That's what I said. Flipping the line art on her hair. Crazy, right? Maybe. We'll see. They could completely backfire in our faces. Awesome. Alright, so let's jump over up to this line art layer. If any of y'all had any sense, you probably would have named that line art, but I don't know. I didn't. It's fine. I can work without it. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, we flipped it. That's kind of nuts. Let's just fade it out really quick. Alright, so goods and bads. Goods, it's kind of cool up here. Extreme bads, as you can see what it's doing over here. We can't have that. We can't do that. So, unfortunately, we have to destroy her. No, Jesus, you guys. What are you thinking? Alright, let's try this then. Let's try selecting that layer. And we'll create a new layer. Oh my god. How many layers do we need? I don't know, as many as we need. Alright, cool. So I just hid the selection. Don't worry, it's still there. It's still there. I want to paint white on there just to even that up a little bit more. Well, you see that? Let's go ahead and zoom in really quick. Nice. Maybe we can do that over here too. Yeah, it's kind of a neat look. But then there's some over there. Don't worry. We'll get that out of there. Don't worry. That won't be bothering us. You know, maybe I don't even need to select this. I could probably just do it in a clipping mask. No. It's better to use the selection. See, we still got it. Is it still there? Is it still there? Gotta go in the history. Another good note. I don't know. For me, the history, a good place to stash is behind the layers menu. I feel like I use layers so much more than I would use the history. Like, I don't really go back in history that much. Especially because you can just use, everyone knows Control Z. Yeah, Control Z. But, another thing to do is Control Alt Z, and you can just keep going backwards. So it's kind of like, once you have that, you don't really need the history as much. A good place to hide that is right there. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, let me see here. We got a question in the chat. Right. As an artist who doesn't art stream nearly enough, what do you choose? Twitch over the art specific sites like Picarto? Yeah, I think that question answers itself. I'm on Twitch right now, ain't I? F Picarto. No, I'm just kidding. Picarto's chill. Actually, I've never used Picarto. I just went to Twitch because I had some friends on here already, and I don't know. It's a nice place. Everyone is so kind to me here. I never want to leave. See, that looks cool on the upper end. Maybe we could have the white there. Ooh, that's neat, huh? Not there. So cool. So as you guys can see, that's kind of interesting way to do it, right? A little neat. That almost looks kind of cool having a little outer layer on there. Maybe we can use that. Maybe we'll use it later. Cool. That's funny. Really, Drake? You've been there 2 years? That's crazy. That's like me and Twitter. I've had Twitter since like 2009, and I just started using it. Awesome. Oh, yeah, the Y. Oh, duh, Possum. I'm sorry. You're right. That's the actual heart of that question, isn't it? The Y, I use it just because I like the... Oh, I answered the Y too. Oh yeah, because my friend was here, and I think the Twitch app was what really separated it from me. Just because like it makes it so much more convenient, and I feel like whatchamacallit, Picarto. Yeah, it's cool, but it's kind of like only for artists, as you mentioned. You know, like normal people, I feel like they can't really enjoy it on there. So it's like, I don't know, I just went Twitch, and I really like the kind of, just the layout, everything. It's just very nice, yeah. Cool. Alright, so let's just start going into some highlights right now. Oh yeah, we were supposed to work on the face. Oh, no wonder I was down in the face section of the layers. And again, like, I don't know, if you can kind of establish a system for your layering, that's a good thing to do. Like, I'll generally keep, like again, I have the base color layers and all that stuff. All the skin is below, and then I have the clothing. Let's go ahead and color code this for y'all. Alright, so the green and up, that's like clothing. That's all like clothing, any armor layer, anything like that. Everything below that is all just like skin. Everything under the clothes is just... Alright, well, don't make it weird, but yeah, basically. Yeah, so that's, and doing that, it's really cool. Why is it really cool? Haha, I knew you wanted to know. Alright, sweet. It's really cool because it allows me to do, like, basically I can add additional colors to the skin because the skin is so complex. You know, like we're gonna be adding a little more to her right now. Oh, cool. So I'm trying to get a feel of these layers down here. All right, cool. So we're gonna be adding to her right now, and I can do this stuff without having to worry about it coloring the clothing and all that stuff. You know, I can just add skin color and do all this and have it just stay in the skin color. Awesome. I think I see some. The only advantage that Picarto would offer is that you would likely get a lot more people just hopping into the stream. Her offers thumbnail of our stream. Oh, that's crazy. Oh. Sweet. Yeah, anyone just tuning in, hey, what's up? Awesome. If you have any questions, just hit me up at DinMoney. Cool. Sweet. So, yeah, we're moving on to the skin. So here's almost when, remember when we were doing that shadow layer and I did that whole like whoosh super gradient down? This is almost when I'll do that with this layer right now. Adding these like reds and like, you know, just these kind of like, I don't know, skin colors to the adding it. I don't know, I feel like it works a little nicer down there. The legs, I don't really want to mess these too much. It's already so like dark, especially this red I'm using is like out of control. I don't even know where that came from. Yeah, good thing to do is like in shadows, some parts of the shadows, yeah, it'll get a little like more red. Other parts it'll get a little cooler. And a good way to kind of like know which is which, you know, red or blue is basically like kind of what's around it. You know, like as it goes up into her like neck right here, it's gonna get a little more red because it's like it's going behind her hair and there's like nowhere to go. It's like, ah! You know, like it's freaked out and it's just like poof. Think of it like when it gets trapped, it's like gets killed and it's like blood flies everywhere. I know it's a little brutal, but that's the way to think about it. It's like when it goes in there, that's when it gets dark and red. When it's trapped, it gets like, you know, the dark red. When it goes in the open, that's when you can actually get like a little like blue and that kind of stuff. Like you can actually get like a cooler tone in there. They see how it's like, oh, okay, you know, like think like, oh, if out in the open air, oh, you know, like, oh, honey, you got some air on your skin, you know. So that's a good way to remember that, you know, because there is cool shadows and then there's kind of like, I don't even know what to call them, but like kind of like hyper saturation shadows, I guess. I don't know. But in the skin, yeah, it's definitely a factor. That mainly applies in the skin, what I was talking about there. Blue stuff, like, actually, no, I guess it could apply to a lot of things, yeah. Anything, actually, really. Yeah. Uber Joel, what up? Thanks for coming in. Welcome. Welcome to this most sensational and party stream. Awesome. I want to lighten up that shadow on her lower lip a little bit. That one is just so roughly put in. I want to soften it a bit. Lips have to be very soft. Awesome. Nice. Hey! You there! Oh gosh, she's got these eyes a little too. That was bugging me. Oh man. So tsundere. Cool. And we can get a little red in the eyes right there, but let's just do that really quick. Just really quick, I want to get that out of the way. And a good way to kind of like find layers is if I just hold command, it'll bring up this little like selection, little square. I don't think you guys can see it, it's very small, but if I hold command, your little like finger or whatever, you'll see it. Click on the layer like preview, and it'll actually select everything in that layer. Super, super cool. Super duper cool, I would even say. Alright, cool. Jacked up on coffee. Alright, sorry everybody for that. Sweet. Again, anyone tuning in, if you're at DinMoney, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to chime in. Everyone in the chat is very friendly and happy. Right? Nah, just kidding. Awesome. Hopefully, we actually have some really cool artists in there too. If anybody has any like just general art questions, I'm sure they could even help too. What the heck? Your examples are so crazy. Yeah, well, I'm trying to make you guys remember them. Jeez. Shin, yeah, no, we definitely like to do things a little more unique on this side of Twitch. And again, hey, I just want to say thanks to everyone for just like coming out right now, just because I know you know, Twitch is blowing up. And I know you guys have a lot of art options. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys coming to my stream. King Grim's hosting. Sweet. What up, dude? What is happening, my main man? Cool. Yeah, welcome, dude. What's up? Thank you so much. Oh, Crunchy Beast is hosting too. Wow, sick. Cool. Host Spree. Grim Red. Nice. Hey, thanks for coming out, you guys. What up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Any new people? What's up? Din Money here. Your, thank you. Hey, thanks, Crunchy. Nice. Yeah, but it's me, Din Money, your humble friend and narrator, and we are beginning to color her face. Well, paint me silly. Alright, hey, sports broadcaster, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Maybe you can give everybody the play-by-play in the chat. And he's grabbing the white. He's going for a overlay layer. He grabs the overlay, and he's going for the nose. Is this for the nose? He's highlighted the nose! It was wrong. I was a dark shadow. It didn't work that well. It would have highlighted the nose, I swear. Cool. Just a little dab there for now. So you can see we got some of the original, like, some scraggly line art in there. Who left that in there? Sorry, hey, Nigu Genesis, right? Is that what it was? Nigusis. Hey, thank you for the follow, by the way. Awesome. Anyone just tuning in? What's up? We're drawing some game art right now. Game art. Awesome. Something else I might want to do right now? A little, something we can try. Let's see how she looks when we bring in the line art. Okay, cool. Excellent. It's a little cleaner now. What do you mean bring in the line art? Alright, what I meant by that was like bringing in the clipping mask. What's a clipping mask? Alright, that's when you see these little arrows on the right here. It means everything's tied into this, like, one silhouette layer way at the bottom here. You might say, like, I don't know, it's like the tree at the bottom, and all these layers are just little leaves coming about, but they all come down to the same root. Yeah, I guess that kind of works, yeah. That's the way to think of it, you know, right on. Right on. But yeah, thanks for coming out, Grim. Nice to see you. Everyone in there. If I miss someone, oh, do you color in the outlines or do you just get rid of them? That's funny. Like the line work. That's a great question, actually, because I was just about to do that. Let's talk about that right now. Wait. Now we can talk about it. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and try something right now. Oh god, I hate trying things. Why do you guys hate trying things? We haven't even tried it yet. Alright, cool. So I'm pretty sure that's the same as this layer, right? Alright, cool. Pretty sure. Pretty sure is enough to jeopardize your career, place your career on the line for. Hey, Los G, thanks for the follow. Brah. Sweet. Alright, now let's throw that in an overlay. Just to see what happens. Then I don't like that. It makes it look strange and it's frightening me. Well, we're not done yet. Don't worry. I got you. I got you guys. Cool. Let's just bring that down a little bit. Let's bring it down. Ooh, yeah, down. And we're going to bring it below the hair and all that stuff. Cool. Sweet. Now let's go ahead and I want to try something. Try something a little crazy. I don't know if it's going to work. Alright. Actually, like this. Select everything in the line art. I mean, in the... let's slow down a little bit. You know, you might be asking yourself, what the heck is going on? Alright. Sorry if I moved too fast for you guys. Alright, cool. We're going to select this layer right here. I used the command and click. Selected everything that is clothes and not skin. I'm going to take that and let's just cut out everything in that line art. I didn't see anything happen. That's good because you weren't supposed to be able to see anything. If you do it right, you shouldn't notice anything there. But then what we can do is, you saw that selection, right? Awesome. I was able to hide that by just hitting Command H. Command H for hide. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, hey, thanks, Jess. Got that one. Thank you. Thank you again, my mods. My mods are super awesome. They're awesome artists, too. Check them out. Alright, cool. Well, oh yeah, what we are doing right now is, let me tell you what we're doing. We're going to be basically separating the lines that are going to be impacting her, like, clothing and the lines that are impacting her skin right now. So that's what we're in the middle of doing right now. Sorry, I should have told you that before I started taking on this wild and wacky chase. Alright, cool. So where were we? Oh yeah, let's get these things, this line art layer. Alright, let's talk about what I did right there. Normally I would just duplicate a layer by hitting Command J. If I did that right now, it would actually only color or grab everything in this layer, which actually might work exactly what I want to do. Save a step. Sweet. Cool. So that's invisible. I know, don't worry, it can still work. I actually need to think right now. We selected all that. Yeah, cool. Command J, boom shakalaka. Now it's only the line work that are on her, basically, clothing. See that on a good place to look for it right here? See, no line work on the arm. Awesome. Cool. sweet. That's a little better. It's looking a little like kind of like choppy though, because we're getting like colors here, colors there. I don't know if I'm digging that. It might be too late for that because we already added in those little like subtle layers underneath. So let's just undo all that. It was fun to try, but I don't know. When I don't like something, I just don't like it, and I don't like it. We can try like putting the line work and then putting that in multiply. Maybe that look a little better, but nah, that's a little better. Alright, we'll go with that then. Chill. See, sometimes the simplest is the easiest way. It works a little better. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Holy good money, I found Oreo cookie ice cream sandwich in the fridge. Really? Damn. Well, thanks. I'm that good for you. That's awesome. I hope I find one of those in my fridge. Chill. Alright, cool. Cool. So now we got some line art color, and she's looking okay. I almost like the line art on the outside though, just because it softens up the edges a little bit. So we'll see. We'll go from there. I could always just fix that in the end, but right now, I don't know. I kind of like it out there. It softens it up a little bit. We'll see though. I don't think I'll be able to keep that forever though. Tear to my eye. That's all right though. Let's continue the quest. I think. Continue the quest. I think that's our best option. Excellent. So yeah, we can start adding little contact highlights and stuff. Let's do that. Dan, you're supposed to shade the face. Oh yeah, I know. You guys see, doing the face isn't my normal point at this phase. Cool. I almost want to give her a little teeth in there. Normally, I don't know if I would do this in just a new layer, but that's all right. Hey you, Dan! What the heck are you doing? Cool. Oh. We're tripping out, Photoshop. Alright, cool, we got it. Sorry. It was... a key was held down. It was beyond my control. Alright, cool. See, just something to watch out for when you do a little, like, a little teeth right there. It's really easy to, like, when it gets scaled down or something like that, like, if you're gonna have to scale something down a lot, really try to avoid that. Make it, like, super big, or try to, like, not even do it, just because it's so easy to have like a little pixel issue where she looks like you just get like one tooth, like, you know. So be aware of that when you do it. I like showing teeth, but it is something to watch out for. Cool. Cool. That's crazy. Bear Defiler. Awesome. That's a good question. He asks, do I ever post PNGs in my line work? To be honest, no. I don't really do that. No, my mods are saying, read the chat. Sorry about that. Okay, I hope that's your question, Bear Defiler. Yeah, I hope I got that. I hope that's what LP John's referring to. But yeah, no, I haven't done that really. Maybe I could try that. But, yeah, okay. Awesome, sweet. Thank you, Peachon, too. Awesome, yeah, that's a good question. And, yeah, I've never done that. And I will never, alright? Don't ask me that kind of stuff. I don't want to. I don't want to share my line art. Nah, just kidding. Yeah, I could try that if you want, if you're into that. Maybe I could do that for, like, my patrons or something. Again, if anybody's interested, I do have a Patreon. It is new, but still on the way. But yeah, it's really awesome. I just released the all the high res of that sword girl you see on my screen. This chick will be coming next. So if you guys are interested in more resources and that stuff from me, see my Patreon for details. Super cool place. I don't know, I'm digging Patreon lately. I started like, actually like supporting other artists on there. It's really cool. It's kind of like a new place that I'll just go to for just like updates. So it's like, oh, what's Zeroness doing? What's 1M doing? It's really cool. So yeah, I'm in an overlay layer right now. If anybody is curious, I'm in highlights. Highlights overlay is really good for that, just because like the nature of overlay is to basically like increase the contrast of something. So it works really good. And what I'm gonna be doing is like I'm constantly resizing my brush. and I know I'm kind of like whispering it to you guys right now, but like this is just a very delicate spot right now that I'm working on. It's like the hair, like I like the shading on it to be like, I want to do it in like basically like one stroke so it looks a little cleaner, you know. If you can kind of be a little more conscious of your like strokes, this goes to not even just like the painting part where I'm like painting in highlights. This goes to like even like the line work itself. Like in anything, you know, the more you can kind of like think about like Artgerm is like the best example of this. Like, you know, the more you can kind of like the less strokes you can do, like the better. Like it's just yeah, excellent. So I'm thinking of how I want to do this one. I want to go big, and then let's try a small one right there. It just like, it has such a cleaner look, and it's just like a more efficient way of telling your story basically, or like whatever it is you're drawing, you know. Because even though it's like, yeah, it's like a story, this character, you know, it's like characters aren't stories, then, but characters are stories. They should each have a story. Like, I just can't get that little one. There we go. And again, yeah, I want to be like varying up the size of those highlights. We don't want to fall into like a repeating pattern kind of thing. We want to add nice, you know, each one to be better than the last kind of thing. Working title is Tin Money bangs all these L's and you get a watch. Yeah? What's wrong with that title? Just kidding. Now, yeah, the working title for this game is Faulty Apprentice. It's a little highlight right there. You know, I really, sorry, I want to add a little more on the nose. But I don't want to get too much into the face yet. These highlights, this layer in particular, I kind of want to be more for like highlights like just along the edge right here. Little highlights on like the armor, that kind of stuff. You know, we just had our like the contact shadow layers right below it. What are contact shadows? Well, I was just explaining that this whole stream. If you're coming in late, too bad. Nah, just kidding. Anytime's a good time to come in. Contact shadows, just like the small shadows in between stuff. This is like a big shadow. These little lines that look like lines, those are actually more contact shadows. Like as it comes back here, it should be contacting and adding a shadow. So basically think contact shadows, little shadows, you know, the big shadows, big shadows. There you go. Sorry, that's not the most scientific way of putting it, but you get it. Awesome. And I'll even have like, you know, a shadow layer beyond that to get even more like, you know, to develop it even further. You know, because it's like, as it goes down underneath the breast, like, you'll still get a little more dark than just, like, that cast shadow itself. Like, there's no, like, one shadow fits all. It's like, you know, shadows are constantly, like, changing and moving. It's like the coolest thing ever. Oh, man. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, sorry, sports broadcaster. I'm making the game, yeah. This character is for the game. This character you're seeing right now, we're making the game right now. It's happening. Awesome. So yeah, we are making this game right now, and I'm basically just in the character kind of concepting phase. You know, concepting out the story, all that good stuff. Actually, like, you know, the funnest and the easiest parts. So, you know, check back with me in 6 months and ask me about the game. We'll see what happens, right? But yeah, no, totally, like, yeah, this character started dating Sim Game. She is, I don't think she has a name yet. We kind of have a working name for her, but nothing is set in stone yet. Sorry, I remember when I told you guys I liked this line here before. I lied. I don't like it anymore. No, I didn't lie. I just changed my mind, alright? I'm entitled to change my mind. Yeah, cool. Hey, thanks for sharing the Patreon. I have for my info, and like if you have any questions about my tools and stuff. Do you have a link to how it's the process of how it's done? Yeah, I have links to all my resources at my Patreon and stuff. You get every like for $1 a month, you can see the walkthrough of the artwork. If that's what you meant. Excellent. So contact shadows, contact highlights, saving in the background. Nah, that wasn't a little part of the process, but yeah, I didn't want to save right there. And if anybody hasn't saved yet, definitely save. I'm going to add a little more shadow here. I just want to establish kind of the, thinking about the planes The planes! I love planes! Flying in the sky! Oh my god, you got... No, sorry. No, I'm talking about planes as in, like, mathematical, like, surfaces or whatever, like, flat surface planes. Oh, like in my hometown, Kansas? No, well, maybe, I guess, like, I know that is flat, but I mean, like, little planes, like, there's actually, like, a flat surface on this, like, if we were to take this, new layer, side demonstration, let's do it. Alright, cool, side demo, let's do this. Alright, so let's say we're just being simple here, here's the magnified side of that armor shoulder, okay? What I'm talking about right now is this plane right here. There's actually, you know, some depth, like how wide is this shoulder, like this plane right here, all this area in here. That alone is like a plane itself, like a surface, you know, that tells the viewer, like, oh, cool, like how thick is this shoulder, you know, our shoulder pad. So it's nice to actually include those when you can. And be thinking about that, being specific like that. Yikes. Cool. Alright, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Sorry about that, everyone. Yeah. I just want to talk about the planes of what I was showing you guys with that. Let me, let's go back to that. Yeah, the planes I was talking about, if you guys missed it, cool, is, this side plane right here. I want to show that shows how thick the, shoulder pad is. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sorry about that, guys. Yikes. Is it still bad? Oh, God. Yikes. I hope it's better now. Please, someone tell me it's better now. Jesus Christ. I'll refresh it again. Now, okay, cool. Whew. Sorry about that, everybody. It's fixed now. Awesome. Excellent, cool. See, that's why I don't do side demos. Everything goes wrong. Nah, just kidding. Cool, cool. So, did everybody see that? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, forgive me. I have no control over that stuff. Alright, cool. So let's continue the lighting process. I just want to darken up back here a little more. Yeah, we could go in and add some blues later. You know, as you can see, we already have some blues in there. That's going to be really cool. And again, you know, you might be thinking, oh, are these more contact shadows? I love contact shadows. Actually, yes and no. No, these are actually, what my goal is with this is to kind of show more of like just define the larger shadows, kind of just, or maybe embellish on them, I guess is a better way to put it. You know, because it's like, that first little, this little shadow layer we have, it's really great for just breaking down just light side, dark side. You know, just, you know, clear and clean cut, shows you what's what. But, you know, if we can, like, but this next one is going to be really, like, kind of where it gets darker in certain points. Show where it gets, like, you know, maybe even lighter. Maybe I could use blue in this layer. I'm going to try to keep using this black as much as I can right now, just to make it a little easier. Any new people coming in, hey, what's up? Din Money here. We're just having fun painting this elf chick for a dating sim game. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, yeah, we are doing the kind of like shadows, and we're starting the lighting process, like highlights and shadows right now. We kind of broke down the main lighting spots, general lighting. Now we're kind of just starting to embellish it a little further now. And again, if anybody has any questions, please do a little @DinMoney, and I'll be happy to do my best to answer them. Cool. Can we get a before and after like El Pichon did when you're done? Yeah, we can totally do that. We can totally do that. You know what, you guys, normally we would be ending the stream right now, but I don't know, since it's boys' night out, let's just let it ride, you know? I kind of want to keep working on this, and actually, you know, I kind of have a little break in my freelance schedule, so I can keep working on it if you guys don't mind continuing to hang out with me. I might starve to death, but yeah, whatever, you know, I can eat my tablet pen or something. Sweet. Cool. Alright, so let's start adding some highlights too. Just some general highlights on her. That was a dark din! I know, sorry, Jesus. Everybody makes mistakes. I just put it down really quick. Alright, and something else I want to do is maybe I'm not going to highlight with just plain white. You know, like something good I'll try is actually grabbing the skin tone itself Yeesh, that didn't work. Alright, let's grab another skin tone. It's like a lighter color. I don't want it to be pure. Yeah, see, white. Not using white. See, I'm doing this in an overlay layer, and you see how we're getting some nice, like, lovely little interactions between where it goes into the shadow and that kind of stuff. That's the kind of, you know, color frequency, like, you know, that's what I'm looking for, that kind of stuff. We want it to be very nice, very people. Excellent. And yeah, definitely, Twin, we can do a little before and after, totally. Totally. Awesome. Hey, what? Sin's hosting. What up, dude? What up, Sin? Thanks for the host, bro. Sweet. God damn it, Sin! Why are you hosting me? Sorry, that's what she's saying. I'm grateful, dude. She might be pissed, but I'm glad you're hosting, dude. That's sick. Thank you, man. Thank you. No guidance. Yikes. Sorry. Did I miss your question, sports broadcaster? Sorry about that. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize Sin's hosting it for like 25 people. Sorry, sportscaster. Your question is not as important as Sin's raid or Sin hosting. Shanky, thanks for the follow. Thank you. Seriously though, if I did miss your question, sports broadcaster, let me know again if you would be so kind. I'm really sorry. Or maybe one of my mods. They're really sick artists. They could probably help answer too. Cool. So let's talk about the face a little bit, right? Yeah, let's talk about this lovely elf. Ooh, nice. BB drew him. Thanks for the follow. Rock and roll, dude. Rock and roll. Sweet. Hey, Sin, thanks for coming out, man. Thank you so much for the host, man. That's way cool. You are too kind. Thank you. Thank you. I saw you streaming earlier. I only had time to like pop in for like a few like minutes, so I didn't even bother saying hello. But I was just lurking. Hey, look cool. Cool, you're drawing. Yeah. Sweet. Awesome. So right now, anyone tuning in? Hey, what's up, Calamundus? Calamundus is here. If anyone's just tuning in, no, just kidding. Hey, thanks for the follow. We're painting right now. We are beginning we're continuing the shading phase. And right now, we're moving into highlights. Getting high on highlights. Alright, so, and I can go in and I can graze through here. And if you look closely, you'll see it is a little, not too crispy. What does that mean, crispy? Sorry, crispy is a weird word to use for that. It's not very, like, clean, you know? So what we can do is really easily, kind of like we were doing with the original shadow layer. So I can just grab the smudge really quick, and because I have the spacing checked off, Sin, sweet. Nice, thanks for the follow, dude. Cool, sweet. Thanks, man. Chill. Sorry that threw me. I was like, what? I thought you already followed me, bro. Cool. Where are we shading right now? Oh gosh. Oh yeah, we were gonna use the Z tool. That's why I looked up here. I looked up there to grab this, and I got thrown off. But yeah, anyone just tuning in, hey, what's up? Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. That's so cool. Awesome. You guys are awesome. Everyone that came from Sin's stream, appreciate you coming by. Any friend of Sin is a friend of mine. Yeah, awesome. Way cool. So we have the smudge tool right now, and I have the spacing unchecked. It works really nicely. Again, the brush is a very soft one. You can see it right here, like how it looks. And I'm able to resize it very quickly using the Command Alt and just pressing down, or Alt and right click if you're using a PC. Cool. Yeah, so let's just smudge it just a little bit. Just some of these areas. I can also combine that smudge technique with the lasso and kind of get some like sharper areas too. Ooh, that's kind of nice. It doesn't really have the shape of the nose though. See, I can go both ways. What? Isn't that cool? We're using it to soften and harden. We bend it to our will. Remember, we're the Emperor in Star Wars right now. We are just like doing crazy stuff right now. Awesome. Yes, sorry, anyone who's tuned in, hey, what's up? Thank you. This character is for my dating sim. So if you guys are lucky, you might get a first date with her after the stream. Yeah, we'll see. She's pretty pissed. She's not happy with Sin being here. Oh gosh. Calm down, honey. Calm down. He's a fellow streamer. He's cool. She's like, why is he hosting you for more people than me? Oh my god. Oh god, you know. Elves. Am I right? Alright, so anyway. Here we are. We're back in there. Anyone's tuning in questions, just do a little add-in money for me. I'd be very, very happy to answer. And yeah, it's just kind of fun hearing your guys' feedback. So cool, cool. Something to note, yeah, there's a very like strong highlight that'll generally occur in the eyes right here. And it kind of like goes up. It's this little. There's such like a small little surfaces, and it's so like a I don't want to say like an interesting zone, but it's like there's just like so many curves right there, so it really kind of like whew, you get a lot of really neat like lighting happening just right there near the eyes. So it's a really cool spot, you know. Andy, you can get a little bit right here sometimes. This one is a little tougher for me, but yeah. So then I want to do the top of the lip. God! Generally, hold on. Oh yeah, and I'm also using the super crazy brush, you guys, the hard softy. Maybe you'll be able to see it right now when I do this. Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of like hard on one side and soft on the other. It really helps for just little stuff. You can totally even like shade the whole top plane of the nose with it. Cool. Hey! Oh my gosh! Sweet. Alright, so some of this line art, yeah, we love it. We love the original line art, you know. Without this line art, we couldn't have come this far. But, I don't know, those are just kind of becoming scratches on the nose now. I don't know, I'm sorry line art, but we gotta try to get a little, I might have to delete some of these line arts. And don't feel bad, you know, it served its purpose. The line art's destiny is to become edges. And don't feel bad if we delete a line art. You know, this isn't like Toy Story or like killing, you know, toys that are alive. These are just lines. Line story, the story of a line that came alive. All right, that's never gonna be a movie, so don't even try pitching that to me, you guys. Cool. So right now, while this is saving in the background, I'm going to be looking for the previous line layers, because we did some very interesting stuff with them before, like fading them out. But as you can see, they are long gone now. But there's still one right there. Hey yo! Hey yo! Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Awesome. Wait. Is that it? Yeah, cool. Okay. Whew. Whew. Alright, we're safe now. Alright, we got rid of that one. That's nicer. But what happened to the other ones? Now our eyes look weird. I know you guys. Alright, sorry. A lot of line art you can actually get rid of, but for some reason I find like the eyes, it's like, you know, those can actually get pretty dark, you know, pretty black, like, so that's why I'll fade out a lot of line art, but the eyes you can kind of keep for a pretty while, you know. Hey, Mary's B. Thank you, Mary's B. Really cool stuff. Thank you for coming out. I almost want to try something crazy really quick. White eyes. No, that doesn't do anything. Oh, it's still in multiply, that's why. God, I'm stupid. You can't have white in a multiply layer? Actually, let me tell you guys about that. Yeah, if you're using white and you multiply basically only carries the darks down into stuff. So it's really good if you're like, if you guys want to use like line art, like you want to scan in a line art drawing and then color under it, you have the line art being like a multiply. It's pretty cool. Sorry if I missed anything in the chat. I really appreciate you guys coming out, but cool. Yeah. Thank you for the mods if I missed anything. Sweet. Cool. Let's try I want to try white eyes right now. I don't know. I know this is weird. Just go with it, you guys. Please. Don't judge me. I just want to try it just because, I don't know, does anybody play Guilty Gear? Like that the chick in there? I don't know how they do it. It's just like, it's so hot. I don't know why that's like kind of gnarly looking. We won't do that, I don't want to freak you guys out with that. Command I, invert it. Oh god, I did the wrong one. Command I, invert. Alright, now we're back to normal. Everything's safe. Cool. Please don't freak out. Yes. Nice. Cool. Cool, sorry. Thought I saw something like trolling. Local troll, nah. We don't need any trolls here. I'm troll enough. But cool, alright, so back in action. We got some lighting going on our face. That's chill for now. And then we can move on. Sorry, looking at her again. I want to get like a nice like sweep. The clean sweep on the face. Just like kind of darken the bottom again. Whoa, 5 o'clock shadow! I know, right? Watch out for that. You gotta be so delicate. When you are painting females and their skin, whew, you better like just be chilling it. You know, very, very delicate. Okay, I'm just gonna smudge that up a little bit. Cool. I just wanted that. Let's do Control Z and let show you why I did that. Yeah, it was like it's fading out too much. Like basically, only the top plane of that arm. Like this top surface right here would get any light. Kind of like you see on my arm, the light back there. It's like, it's all shadow from there down. Yeah, so that's kind of what's happening there. I don't like it. Shadows scare me. Don't worry. I'll protect you. Cool. Nice. See, now that I said you guys are protected, Manicue felt it was safe to follow. You guys are all safe to follow me. Actually, it'd be really cool. I'd really appreciate it. I'm new to Twitch, so I could use some follows. I am slowly building my army. Sweet. Yeah, again, we're running the stream a little longer than usual today, just because, again, I have the opening in my freelance schedule, and basically I was just gonna work on kind of like I need to do like kind of like a little engine test for the game. So I wanted to get some assets ready to kind of start because I'm having my friend, like, you know, I've got this like friend who's like a really sick programmer, like I don't know if I can say this. I think I can. Hey, Rashi Gold, yeah, like we got to work with him making a game for Adult Swim. So like that's gonna be coming out soon. It's gonna be awesome. I think they released a trailer for it at some point, but we'll see. And hopefully I don't get in trouble saying that. But yeah, he's gonna help me kind of get some of the more detailed parts of the game kind of underway. Just because, you know, I'm an artist, man. Hey, King Chop 97. Hey, thanks for the follow. Basically, the real goal, you guys, is if we can get the game looking sick enough, I can get him to program it and make it even cooler. But if not, no worries. I'm gonna make it super sick regardless. I'll probably be like, dude, I'm not gonna make your freaking hentai game. I'll be like, come on, bro. Nah, it's not gonna be like super hardcore. But yeah, we'll get a little sexy. So, hey, Con Chop, hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, something to talk about right now. We're gonna be shading like a big highlight on her leg right here. So, what's the big deal? Well, there is a big deal. We want a big brush. That's what I was gonna say with that. And when you kind of using brush size, brush size is important. Don't like try to like, I remember when I was starting off, I would kind of just like pick a brush and I would just like use it that size no matter what. And like kind of like I would make the brush like work for, or I would be working for the brush, not make the brush work for me. But like what you want to do is like, again, to go back to the whole like single stroke, yeah, like Samurai Master kind of thing. Is like we want it to just be like a nice, like I want the gradient on this brush to almost reflect the gradient I want to achieve on her leg. Since it is such a big like spot, I want it to kind of flow like nicely. Am I gonna run a Kickstarter for the game? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I feel kind of weird if I have the Patreon and a Kickstarter. I don't know if that's cool to do. So I'll figure out what to do with that. Yeah, that's a great question though, man. To be honest, yeah, I'm not sure yet. Like it'd be cool if I could like you know, maybe I could get that much popular on Patreon and maybe release it in like segments. Like I remember Jessica was talking about it. Like some games you'll kind of like have one route, like you can just like, oh cool, the Archer Chick's route is unlocked, you know, oh this other route is unlocked, you know, like so you kind of choose which one you're already going to do, like you already know which one you're going for when you start it. I don't know if I want to do that for this, because I feel like you know, I want you guys to, you know, or girls, everyone's allowed to play it, to kind of, you know, make the choice on your own after you kind of see them in there. You know, I want you to kind of see them all together, and then you know, you'll kind of have to choose which direction you want to go. Crap, did I miss Ella Strake's cool idea earlier? I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah. There's some wide hips on her. Yeah, I know. I can't stop doing wide hips. So you guys got to chap up. Cool. Cool, cool. Sweet, so continuing the quest! So again, yeah, brushes are your friend. And use brushes that are size appropriate. That's what we are talking about right now, especially with the leg. And a good thing to remember is like when you're doing, sometimes it actually matters like keeping the brush held down. Like sometimes like what I did right there is like I started shading it and I never lifted up on the brush, and because doing that, like if I let me try to do it somewhere else and show you. Okay, so if we did like a bunch of lines, like oh okay cool, like you kind of get these like weird overlaps, and that just like doesn't look very nice. You know, we don't want that. We don't. That's amateur, bro. We don't want that. Yeah. All right, cool. So instead, maybe I'll use just like a bigger brush and just do like one, like see a little better. It's not bad. Maybe we could have like 2 little ones on each side. I said 2 little ones on each side. Cool. See, nice. Doesn't that look a little nicer? Right, a little nicer. Cool. So again, if there's one thing you can take away, think about what you're doing. You don't have to do things my way. That's totally fine. I'm not gonna start crying until after the stream. So, you know, you don't have to do that. Like, whatever you do, that's fine. Just as long as, like, you know, be thinking about what you're doing. That's all I'm asking. Don't just be like, that one guy said to do that, so I'm just gonna do it. No, I want you being like, is that gonna work for me? Let me try it. Okay, I like this aspect of it, but this other one just doesn't work for my technique or my process, for my style, whatever it is. But just, you know, be thinking yourself. Think about what works for you, what's good. Sorry, I want to lighten up these highlights on there, just because she's looking a little mousy. Jytheus, thank you for joining us. Yeah, what up? Thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate it. Let's erase away. Erase away the pain. Yeah, just because watch out right there when you have these highlights right there. It's really easy to kind of get a little like kind of like rat like that kind of look. I don't know. It's kind of hard to do that with my Beardio, but trust me, just watch out for that. Cool. Let's get some more highlights. Let's get this little thing right here. I think we should add some like texture on this guy. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about that? And actually, that's a good something to talk about really quick. Talk about what? Well, let me get to it. Let me finish. Let me just add a little light into this really quick, and we can talk about something else. Sorry. Cool. All right. Cool. That's okay. It's okay. I like it. Also, man, also getting recognized, man. Yes, helps me get recognized better. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, dear dog. I'm gonna go in the shower with my clothes on and just that's awesome. Alright, what was I gonna do now? Let's go ahead and add some extra little detail layers. Like, let's add some like kind of some details onto the belt, and let's add some details where else? I think we're gonna need a bevel and emboss layer. Did you say bevel and emboss? Yep, I said bevel and emboss. Actually, we're just doing inner bevel, no embossment. Sorry, you guys. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. I know you guys got your hopes up for embossing. But then, what is the difference between emboss and inner bevel? Or bevel? Okay, yeah. Bevel is kind of just one side. Like, think about it like think about it like a pyramid. Basically, gonna make a pyramid coming out of the ground. Embossing means that it's also gonna like have like earth like built up around the base of the pyramid too. Can you show us instead of telling us stupid analogies? No. So we're gonna do it this other way. I don't have time to show you guys all that stuff. Nah, we can cover that again some other time. If you guys really want to see it, I can show you. But it's no worries. Let's just get this on the way, and we can do that. You could have set that to screen and multiply. I don't know. For some reason, since we are doing this, a lot of this is gonna be from metal. Like color dodge and color burn is just gonna work a little better. And again, I'm using a layer style right now just because I know I'll be able to start laying down some like line work for it, and then like start laying down some of the details, and then go in and change it later to make it like, you know, fit nicely in the drawing. Because if you kind of just start doing layer styles and like weird stuff without really like, you know, it's easy to kind of, you know, it's a powerful tool and not used properly. It can look kind of, it can really flatten out your artwork. We don't want flat artwork. Nice. Cool, so let me tell you a little bit about what I'm doing there. So I see what I got right there, and I can already tell like I don't like that. It's not chiseling hard enough. Oh, because I put the soften up all the way. The size was supposed to be up all the way. When it's like this, chisel hard is actually really nice when you have it kind of like inner bevel or whatever. Like it reacts like the same as it is small or big, you know. So you can just turn up all the way, and it's not gonna be like weird. Versus if you're using like a soft, like a smooth embossing or the smooth bevel, it'll kind of like make it so smooth that you won't be able to get really like little detail stuff. So it's kind of weird. And take note of that. Maybe I could show you guys, but are you guys interested in embossed stuff? You want me to show you that? Yeah, you guys are, right? It's good to know. It's really good to know. Let me just show you right here, right? Why tell you when I can show you? Harry Potter and the Secret Chamber of Secrets. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, I was imitating the diary. Gosh, you guys don't get any of these awesome references. Alright, cool. It's chisel hard, smooth. Watch it out and see. It will kind of like smooth out the whole thing. Like think of it like when it's chisel hard. Whoa, not that one. Smooth, chisel hard right there. It basically like in between the lines it chisels that. When you have it on smooth, it almost like creates like a box, like almost like a boundary of like if we were to transform it. It's like it almost like smoothens out this whole square as a whole. Versus when it's in soft mode, it'll just the line work. I know it might be a little weird, maybe that's a little too advanced for a lot of you guys, but you know, and don't think I meant like you're not ready for that yet, but maybe you just don't want to do that yet, you know, or if maybe you're just not ready for that technique yet, but it's definitely something to think about and be aware of. Yeah, it will make you stronger. So cool. So yeah, I'm doing these little designs on here, and first, like a good way to kind of get the design going is I'll just kind of trace around some of the edges, you know, and then maybe I'll have like not these edges meet. Like maybe I could just go straight from there over. Maybe I'll have them meet. Can't stop it. It's just it works so well. Cool. And also something else to note: I have the fill down on 0 right now. What? 0? Then what are you doing? Yeah, cool, sweet. When I have it on 0, I can basically, it'll interact with whatever color's underneath it. It'll be, you know, it'll just work on that. All the layer styles will be there, but the color that I'm using doesn't even matter. So it's really nice to adding like color that way. I don't have to worry about what color I'm using. It's just gonna be the color underneath it. Awesome. Hey, Twin, thanks for coming out. See you later, man. Really appreciate it. Live for Stus, thank you for coming out. What up? Anyone just tuning in, hey, what's up? Me, your humble host and narrator, Din Money, and we are just painting. Yeah, cool. Alright, so we're just gonna add some little details on this, you know, nothing crazy. I'll just add a little stuff, and, you know, I'm just gonna send a little memo to your guys' brains, like, there's squigglies there, and your brains are just gonna be like, whoa, detail, like, cool. Like, it'll kind of, like, fill in the gaps itself. Like, it's really, really cool. Like, if I just add some squiggles, it'll kind of like, it looks almost like, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's really neat. You can, you know, the human brain, like, they'll kind of like fill in the gaps and like see their own little patterns and stuff. It's really, really neat. Really, really cool stuff. Cool. So again, to show that it's in the 0 fill. Sorry, screensaver's coming on. Someone followed me and I missed it. But yeah, whoever's following me, thank you for that. I appreciate it. If you're into like game art, definitely give me a follow. Design characters for a lot of tabletop and mobile games. Yeah, it's really, really cool stuff. I love it. Love it! Yeah, I've been doing it for about like 7 years, and every day it's super cool. Alright, Lion Spark. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Cool name. Excellent. So I can use this for like small details. I can also use it to just fill in big like cufflinks. This whole, you know, this big whole little buckle section. It's like, oh, cool. All right, sweet. You know, I can use it in both ways. Like maybe we could use it to like outline that one. Nah, that doesn't work so well. They're so light. But we can definitely use it. Oh, we can use it on these cool things. That'd be sick. And like, look how awesome that is. It's like automatically kind of giving us a little light and shadow just already. Super nice. It's just easy to crank out some of the little metallic details. because you can really get lost in this stuff. Like I remember, like if anybody out there follows this artist called Wen M, he did a lot of work for Anima Tactics. I've gotten to work with him, and dude, that guy is like, his line art and he just does so much crazy detail. It's like I had to like do a painting of like this one character of his, and like the armor was so detailed and nuts. Like the sword alone, it was just like, oh my gosh. Like thank God for Bevel and Emboss, otherwise that would have taken like a month just to paint the sword. And like if any of you tuning in, it's like don't you know, I know a lot of you know, maybe like a lot of people are trying to like get into digital painting, you know, you're trying to bridge that gap, make the jump. Don't think of it like, you know, digital is like cheating or anything like that. Like I know some people will kind of like, you know, show their ignorance with that, but like it's not really, you know, yeah, you can achieve some things like quicker, but you still have to like know like what you're going for. You know, it's like the thing is that like if this was like, you know, regular paint or something, I would be doing this anyways, you know, like I would still have highlights and shadows on all these, but like, you know, the difference is like someone else wouldn't, you know, like it's all like what you can see in your head, and knowing basically your tools. Like, because if it was regular painting, I'd be doing tricks to like speed that up too. Like, you know, you're always gonna like, you know, be thinking of ways to work more efficiently, and like you should be, you know, if you want to be a working artist. Anyways, I don't know, if you're one of those and you can just spend like 2 years on one painting, more power to you. But like, yeah, time is money for me, so I need to crank this stuff out. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so like, yeah, again, like using these tools, it's really nice and a really great way to kind of get a lot of your detail out of the way. You know, or get not a lot, but like, yeah, get some parts going quickly. You know, get some aspects of it, like the metal. Like it's just a nice, really great feature. Yeah, definitely take advantage of it. And again, don't expect to like just go in, set bevel and emboss, and expect it to look like super cool, you know, like because if you're like, again, if you're not using it right, it's like, because yeah, I'll paint that in and use that, but like I still have to paint everything else to have that same quality, otherwise it's not going to mesh well, you know. And that's like a big part of it. It's kind of like the same with like brushes, you know. A lot of artists will fall into that trap of like, excuse me, like, oh, that brush pack, oh, this brush, I can do this, oh, with this, I can, like, you know, I need this brush. Yeah, you don't, you know, you're probably chill without it, you know, like, yeah, brushes can be really cool, but, you know, you can do so much with just basic ones. So look at what we're doing right now, isn't that cool? Yeah, sweet. And it's like, I'll use this one layer to achieve a lot of different stuff. You know, if we wanted to even be super crazy, we could probably like fill in her eye. No, that's too crazy. Jesus, you guys, don't do that. Nice. Cool. It's actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little mic check really quick. I'm gonna just fill in a couple little lines on the arrows, so just bear with me for a moment. Alright, welcome back. The mic check hopefully went well. Hopefully we didn't lose anybody. We're all still here having fun. Awesome. Also, something else to note, watch this. So since I do have this in a clipping mask, clipping mask, so cool. Definitely start using those. And if let's go here, right here. Alright, so deleted that. I'm basically gonna want to fill in some of these. Yeah, we could just do like some lines like that, that'd be chill. But let's say if I want to make this whole thing, like, you know, fill it in. If I just fill it in just like that, we would get a little like extra like shadows on the side. It'd look a little different. I can actually just go straight across like that, and it's just like, whoa, cool. You know, it'll basically just create like a straight profile. I don't know if you guys get what I meant with that. I know it's a little like kind of weird thinking about, but like try it out. You'll understand what I'm talking about when you try it. It's like a cool thing to do, because sometimes you might not want to have that. We could also even use it for the whole arrow itself. Like, check this out. That did nothing, Din. I know, right? Because it's on color dodge and color burn. There's just not that much light there to work with. If we do it on this one, it'll probably be a little more noticeable. Yeah, a little bit. Since I already kind of had the shadow on, it's just kind of reinforcing that. So pretty cool, huh? Ah, so cool. Yeah, see, there you go. Ah, getting those nice highlights. What else is like also really cool is Vark. Thank you for the follow. What else is like also super awesome is that we can actually change it. Like bevel and emboss, like, yeah, the lighting says it's going from that side. Maybe we can have it come from this side, and everything will automatically change. Whoa, sick, huh? So we add some more details later. It's super easy to kind of like alter them to all be unified. Cool. All right, so I think that's all the metal work we have on here. Oh, never mind. We can do some little designs on the bow. And again, since I'm using this in no fill layer. Oh, sorry, sorry, I kind of got on a little line spark. Hey, thanks for coming out, man. Sweet. Sorry, you're probably super late. Yeah, nice. I know, right? Cool. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you guys, everybody. Don't forget the earring. Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, you want me to get this whole thing? Yeah, we could use it on this giant crystal here too, if we wanted to. Nice. Sweet. Alright, cool. Cool. I think that's mainly, we could, I could also use it on this trim. Oh, it's so cool. It's really, really cool. And something else that's kind of nice, I'll show you guys in a moment. Alright, let's see. Okay, we got this cool trim right here. Yeah, nice. Let's just minus that out. What if we want to have like a little, let's put this above some of these. What if we want to have a little, that same, maybe this color's on the bag too. Sweet, I can use that same selection and just add a little more to it. And it's like, oh, cool. Now she's got some green right there. Sweet. Really, really cool stuff. We could even combine some of the stuff we've already done and just use the selections from that base color layer. Super, super awesome. And I'm using the no fill right now, but that doesn't mean you have to do that. Like, you can also use this with the fill and actually draw in a color. Super cool, huh? Nice. Awesome. Is bevel and emboss only for Photoshop? Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised anyways. Yeah, if you're using like some of those other programs, they're really cool and they're fun, they're cheap, so it's like I can't fault you guys for using them. But like, yeah, you're never gonna have like all the kind of tools that you would have using like, the professional programs, which are like, Photoshop and stuff. Awesome. Nausilia Nightmare, thank you for the follow. You're too kind. Awesome. So, alright, so let's get a little texture on there. I wanted to do that a long time ago. You guys distracted me, and you made me cry. No, I'm just kidding. Cool. Alright, we'll leave the little eyedroppers. Sorry, the leaves right there. The eyedroppers. What the hell? Alright, cool. Let's take that. And we're going to use actually the same kind of thing we did, and the same brush we used on that chick right down there. So let's do it. Let's give it a try. I'm going to use black, and I've got this, well, let me see what brush you're using. Sure, sorry about that. I'm using this crazy little, like, stringy one. Crazy string binger. Awesome. Excellent. Alright, now take that, and then we can just duplicate it, flip it, Command I, put that in an overlay, and I'm going to move it under it. And then I'm just going to grab the V key, the black arrow, and I'm just going to nudge it down slightly. Boom. Now we have some texture. She's got like a leather. So that really helps, like, ooh, leather. And maybe we could have done that same thing on here. Let's try that. Let's try it down here too. But unfortunately, we got to go back to the main frame. Let me just, I could use let's just use the space color layer. It's right there. I mean, freaking A. Cool. And I'll just lightly graze over it, It's the, I don't want to go too heavy with it, It's just a light little detail. Maybe I can go a little more heavy towards the edge on the shadow areas just to pull that out more. Cool. Alright, so that's all the... Now let's go ahead and get down here too. Maybe we can do the whole bag and all that as well. While we're on a leather kick, it's like, let's just do them all right now. Because that's a good... Yeah, it's like I said, the way I'm going to do it, we could be doing a level or a bevel and emboss thing with this too, but we don't want to. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't do that in the wrong layer. Yep, we did. Sorry, I noticed that I did in the that layer. Back up, and again, it's like, yeah, we could use the bring out the history, but I can just hold Control Alt Z, and we don't need to do that. We can just go back on our own. This time I'm going to use that layer, which is invisible, so I definitely won't color in it. Awesome. Alright, now we can quickly graze over. I don't know if you guys can see this because it's so zoomed out. I'll try to zoom in a little bit more for you. Yeah, it looks like cat hair. It does kind of look like cat hair, doesn't it? I know, kind of gross. But we'll just go with it. I promise it'll look like leather in a moment. Alright, cool. Again, we'll just bring that down, flip it, Command I, that inverts it, throw it in overlay. It should disappear. What? Where'd it go? It's still there, don't worry. Hold V, let's just nudge it down. You can do it too if you wanted it even more embossed. But yeah, cool, huh? Ah, so cool! Excellent. Awesome. Someone silly, hey, thanks for the follow. Awesome, appreciate it. Cool. So now we got that. Now we got some bevel. I mean, some texture on there. If you wanted to have like more texture on this, maybe we can take it a step further too. Gosh, man, I just want this to be over. Come on, you guys, this is fun. Adding texture is cool. All right, let's try it out. Let's get a. Let us see here. Maybe we want some dots on her chest. We'll add like kind of a like a dot pattern on here. Let me back it up a little bit. Again, if you're dealing with kind of like more like high res stuff, I probably shouldn't be doing that because this isn't going to be that large. But I'll show you guys anyway. Smashed Potato, hey, thanks for the follow. Really awesome. So I'm gonna go in gently. Oops, we don't want that one. All right, cool. I'm going to gently go up and down here very smoothly. I don't want too many gaps between the stuff. All right, cool. So now we have a nice texture on there. I kind of like the whole thing. Let's just do it. If it the reason I'm a little reserved about it is because this is going to be resized down a bit. Like again, she's just going to be like a sprite in like a dating sim game, and the screen resolution's about it's like 960 by 640, so it is going to be down resed a lot. And when you're adding super like micro textures like we're doing right now, you kind of run the risk of, it could look a little like pixelated and kind of weird, like it'll kind of, since when you downsize it, like Photoshop has to like, pixelate. And Photoshop's really good at it, but it's still a little risky, so we'll try it. Just for you guys, we'll try it. See how it can kind of look a little bizarre, like, and kind of create these little like patterns in there, and we might not want that. Yeah, see, I'm not digging it down there. That's alright. At least we got to see it up here. You guys can see what I mean. Let's just try it out. See how it works. Again, you can't knock it till we try it. Throw an overlay, and let's just nudge it up or down. Sorry. Excellent. Cool. Again, yeah. Unfortunately, we won't see it because it's already on white, but that's alright. Kind of like it, but it's just too risky, you guys. I'm sorry. It is kind of cool having a little texture there. Don't get me wrong, it's really cool, but something like that, it could really really backfire on me. And again, like talking like I was before, talking about it, how it's like if you are designing art for games or like characters for games, I'd say like any art for games though, it's like you really need to be aware of how it's going to be used. If it's just concept art you're passing off to 3D modeler, yeah, dude, I would definitely want to show what, like, the texture of that, because that'd probably be something important to them they need to know. Like texture artists and stuff, for sure. But if this is gonna be a little sprite in a thing, and it's gonna be scaled down for like a low res art, like she's gonna be so small, it's like, man, it's not the best decision for us right now. But I thank you guys for trying it with me. Wasn't that fun? We all learned something. Isn't that kind of neat? Excellent. Oh, having so much fun, you guys. Thank you. I want to get a little more highlight on this arm. See, a little more shine. A little more shine on our shoes. Alright, cool. Cool. Okay, I think I'm noticing we need a little more like kind of contact shadows. And again, yeah, if anybody's just tuning in, hey, what's up? Din Money here. We're doing some art for a dating sim game right now. This is a character. No, I'm just kidding, sorry. Yeah, this is a character for that game, and she's supposed to be like kind of a high elf kind of character, looking very pretty. She's not the largest character in the game, let's say that. So we do want her a little reserved. Part of the design we were thinking of for her was, you know, we have to think about how her outfit looks, and we also have to think about how the outfit kind of like comes off. Like what's she gonna look like, you know, with certain parts of it removed, that kind of stuff. If anybody's following me on my Patreon, you got to see another version of the sword instructor girl, the one that's right below me. Yeah, I'm starting to lose my voice here. We might have to call it at 7. All this talking, I'm wearing out my throat. Nice. Yeah, it was cool streaming extra long though. I appreciate everyone coming out. Hell yeah. Cool. So again, this is in an overlay, and I'm able to kind of do these contact shadows with it just because, actually I don't want to do the top side, but just because it's such a dark color underneath it, I'm able to actually like push and pull from it. Or sorry, it's a very mid-tone color versus this white, like how white her outfit is. Like there's nowhere I can really highlight up here, so it's kind of like, you know, it's something to be aware of when you are designing a character like that. If you go with the white outfit, you know, you're going to be a little restricted on your coloring and stuff. So, like, be ready for that. Be ready to handle it. Cool. So right now, I'm kind of doing, like, we did the contact shadows. This is kind of like contact highlights. Awesome. CND Longshot, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Anyone just tuning in, yeah, what's up? Dan Money here. We are drawing and painting characters for a dating sim. We are just having fun, you know, just chilling in the chat, all that good stuff. Adding the little highlights that, you know, make it go a long way. And I can also add darks in here too. So kind of just, we're on like little refining right now. Actually, maybe we're starting the bounce house process where I'm going to be bouncing around a lot. I can actually feel that coming now. Cool. And again, remember when I'm using the the smudge tool to kind of like push and pull the shadows. And again, I was talking about how you're blending it. You can either like kind of wiggle it back and forth to smooth out one area, or you can kind of like pull it and smear it in different directions. That's what I'm kind of doing here. And again, that's why it's kind of nice using this technique, because it gives you that option to where you can like pull it. Cool. So, and also when you're using, if you are doing a character with like a white outfit, just know that you're gonna have to, you know, go a little like you're gonna have to say a lot with your shadows. You know, you're not gonna have that like highlight to push it. So like right here, like this stuff has to go a long way. Cool. Cool. Hey, thank you, Hawk. Thanks. Glad to hear it, dude. Glad you dig her. Awesome. Yeah, and if you guys, you know, have any questions, do the little @DinMoney thing. I'll do my best to answer them. They can be art related. They can relate to the game. Now I'll try to keep them art related. Yeah. No, just kidding. You guys can ask me questions about this game. It's all good. I will tell you what I can. And again, this is actually for my game, so that's why, you know, we spent a little longer than we should have designing the character, and that's a you know, problem when you fall in love with the character. It can take way longer. Cool. So yeah, okay, so just to give you guys a little breakdown, I've kind of got like a few layers, and it's kind of like, you know, these are almost like my ingredients to kind of like cook with for the rest of the painting. Not for the rest of it, but like, I want to try and maximize them. So I've got like a normal layer, I've got an overlay layer, and another normal layer. Normal layer? What? Where do I come up with this stuff? Sorry about that. Alright, cool. So basically what's cool about that is I'm able to use this normal one to kind of just like paint in extra darks, that kind of stuff. I've got an overlay to like really kind of get like wonderful frequencies in the shadows, kind of like how we see it like bending across the shadow here, the light, how it kind of gets this light and then a little reddish and then it goes to the darker color. Like that's the kind of stuff we like. And then I've also got this like normal layer above it where it's just like, if anything on there like doesn't work, I can kind of, you know, no fans or buts color on beyond that. And that's a pretty good range to work with. Like, you know, I can do a lot of damage with just these. So I'll try to use them as much as I can. And I'm trying to keep in mind that, like, yeah, this bottom one is more of the contact shadows. And then I'll keep in mind the top one is more of, like, the larger shadows. Like, watch right here. See, now it's like that kind of area. toggled on and off, like that kind of stuff. A lot of these big shadows on the hair, that kind of stuff. So that can really be helpful to because or layer organizing is actually a big part of being a working artist. Like you can't really afford to because what if your art director comes by and it's like, hey, you know what, can we talk about that really quick before you go to lunch? Like I know I could have just send you an email back or something, but I just wanted to pop over to your desk and take a look at it, and it's just oh, okay, and if he's like, hey, can we change this, you don't want to be hold on, sorry, looking through your layers forever, oh, did I accidentally merge that, whoopsie, you don't want to be that artist. So you want to be oh, cool, yeah, you want to try that, alright, let me hop in there. So it's kind of good to have a little layer system to at least know what layers you can what you have to work with, basically. So like I said, we got normal, an overlay, and a normal. I guess that's pretty good. We can take it from there. Most things we want to do. And again, if we need any more, we can just add more. There's no problem. There's no layer police that's gonna go after us. And I'm not saying restrict yourself to only those layers. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not saying that. Because I know a lot of artists you kind of I don't know. It's I don't want to say you kind of punish yourself or something like that, where it's just no, I only use one layer, no, I can only use these certain tools, no, I can only use one brush. It's just cool, right on, man, if that's the way you want to do it, but no one's gonna really nobody really cares about that. Yeah, if you have this little story behind your artwork and you're telling people, yeah, they'll maybe be oh, that's kind of cool, but at the end of the day, it's just how does it look? In the end, that's what really matters, is how does the finished piece look? And that's what it really comes down to. That's what's gonna pay the bills, basically, and that's what's gonna gain you the most kind of attention as an artist. And again, anyways, tuning in, a little breakdown of the layers I'm kind of using right now. We got one for doing kind of little micro shadows. Kind of the point where the belt buckle's touching the cloth right there, where these cloths are overlapping. This little, sorry, I'm all working in the very corner. Let me highlight it for you guys. Right in there, that. This is a perfect contact shadow, a perfect example of it. And then I've got another layer up here for the bigger shadows. And then an overlay in between for all the little fun stuff. Now, mainly for highlights. And yeah, I guess we kind of, since she is so much white on her, we actually are kind of doing a lot more shadow work than we'd normally be doing. Yeah, we could have maybe started with her dark and then barred out the lights, but a lot of times it's you kind of have to be able to work from just the straight character colors, because a lot of times clients are going to ask you, it's hey, submit the sketch. Alright, you submitted the sketch design. That cool. Send a color rough. And they just want to see the flat color, just what colors you're planning to make this piece. Because I could show them the line art of this chick, and it's just let's see if we can do that right now, really quick. So I could show you the line art, and it's oh, cool. And then I could color it, but she could have totally different colors all of a sudden. It's what if she was like that? And it's just they're whoa, we did not imagine that, that she can't, they're first off, she can't have dark purple hair like that, because that doesn't exist in the game. There's only brunettes and blondes in there or something like that. It's yeah, something like that. So it kind of will save you a lot of time, and you can't be oh, well, I kind of have to darken the colors, this is what the colors look like in the shadow. You can't do that. You could also, just when you take it back, darken it yourself, but then you kind of have to make sure to get that color again. So there's no real whatever works best for you. This is but it is kind of good to be able to work from anything. Be able to have something super light and be able to use shadows to make it 3D. Have something super dark and use the highlights to make it 3D. You want to be kind of if you want to be a working artist these days, you kind of have to be like a generalist. You have to be good at everything, because it's there's so many resources online, and there's just so many there's a lot of opportunities now, because there's all these mobile games are coming out. Mobile games are super awesome, create a huge market for artists, but there is still highly competitive, and it's You know, companies want to get the most bang for their buck, so it's like if they got you and they know like you're a reliable artist, it's like, oh, can you do this too? It's like, well, you know, if we know Din can like do a little 3D work too, and like he can do this, like, well, he can just handle all that stuff, you know, versus if you're only, you know, specialized in certain things. Yeah, it's like you got to be able to, you know, or if it's like, oh, I can't like paint, I can only do like line art, you know, or I can only like draw and then color it. It's like if someone gives you like a painting, you have to be able to like just paint through it. You know, it's like you kind of want to build up your repertoire of like what you can handle, kind of thing. Yeah. Dilong, how long has this taken you so far? I think this has taken 6 hours. I think we've done it over like 2 live streams. I mean 2 streams, so 4 hours. So yeah, we're coming up on 7 hours soon. And as you can see, yeah, she's getting close to finish. You know, about 8 to 12 hours I try to spend on a character art. You know, depending, yeah. It's easy to get like kind of caught up. This one did take a little longer too, again, just because it is like since it is one of my own personal characters from my own personal game. You know, I kind of did the whole like designing the character, or like kind of coming up with the character's backstory and painting her all in the same go. So it's kind of like that's not generally the way you want to do it. Like generally when I'm doing like work, characters for work, it's like, alright, cool, I've got like a specific breakdown of like, alright, who's this character, like kind of, you know, sometimes like the type of clothes they want, you know, the theme for the character, like their, not their backstory, but like, you know, a lot of information about what they want to get with that character. And for this it was just like, yeah, cool, let's just see what happens, you know. So it took a little while. When you see job ads for creating 2D assets, does the artwork have to be converted into a specific format like vector, etc.? I'd say a lot of times it's PNG. Yeah, LS Drake. Like all the assets I do for like mobile games, it's like, yeah, no, you don't have to do a vector just because it's so like a lot of times you want like that texture painty thing, you know. Maybe some things are like, you know, that's probably like that's a totally different look. But all the jobs I get hired for, it's like a lot of just the Photoshop. They want like the, you know, like texture. Like I was originally doing like we were doing it like you know, like some like scarecrows and some like plants and that kind of stuff for like an isometric environment kind of game. And yeah, we basically just PNG is basically the standard. Usually they'll want the PSD and the PNG. PSD just because, you know, every like contract we work for, they've got their own like team of artists too in-house. Not everyone, I shouldn't say that, but like a lot of times for the bigger name companies we work for, yeah, definitely, and they'll be like, yeah, I want the PSD as well. So if they want to edit it further, who knows what they do with it? I don't know, but generally PNG, because like this character, when I'll be using her, it's like it's gonna be a PNG, and that's like basically not altered and allows you to have basically the transparent background, which is what you need for games a lot of time. Because they want this to throw this on a menu or like throw the UI on there. They just want to throw that little asset inside the game, and they can't have anything around it. So PNG. That's a great question, Alice Drake. And the answer is PNG. There you go. Nice. Dude, dark version of your Scout Captain was dope. Thanks. Dark version of my Scout Captain again was dope. Cool. Hold on, let me save this. Again, if anybody has any questions, like rock and roll, we got about 7 minutes left. It's been, I'm glad. Thanks everyone for coming. If you have any questions, let me know. Just do a little @din money. Sorry, that's where I was going with that. Cool. Question: how is he getting the chat to pop up on his screen? Twitch alerts. Twitchalerts.com. Yeah, check it out. I really like this straw. I love the colors. Oh, thanks Zero. Appreciate it. Hey, Owen. Hello Zero. If anyone just tuned in and I missed them, thanks for coming out. Awesome. We got some really good artists in the chat. You know, Sin's in there. Ellis Drake. My mods are like super awesome too. LP-chan and Jessica. They're crazy good. Yeah, it's all we got. I don't know. I don't want to say it, but it's kind of the coolest chat there is. I mean, Qyen's in there. They just started following. What more do you need, right? Awesome. But yeah. Thank you everyone for coming. This is awesome. So I gotta hold my breath. This was a huge line. Whew. It's darken that little spot up a little bit. Cool. Yeah, any other questions, let me know. Yeah, I can, yeah, I've been doing freelance for a really long time, working for tabletop games. I've worked like in-house at a game studio for about 2 years. Then I left to kind of pursue my own stuff. You know, that's why I'm here now, like trying to make my own game. So it's really cool. Yeah, black hair and plum outfit. Dude, the dark. Oh yeah, that's cool, right? Yeah. Hey, you like that one? Yeah, that. I remember. Yeah, cool. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Live from Suta, and that's also if anybody's curious about how he chose these colors and stuff. The last episode we had, it was all about coming up with this color scheme for this character. So it was really cool. It was really fun. She is supposed to be kind of like a wood elf or like a, I don't know, light elf. We'll get into it. We'll get into it later. And any feel free to post links to you guys' own artwork too out there. We're all friends here. Networking is a really big part of being an artist, because it's just like, you know, it's good to like it. Yeah. You basically, it's nice, you know, to have friends that are artists, because it's like you can kind of go to them if you like need extra help for work and stuff like that. Like and it's good to know that people are like reliable. That's what's really nice. And it's just nice to, you know, share and like commentary about stuff. But yeah, networking is really good, because it's like, yeah, it's sometimes, you know, you just need help with something, and having your friends there is just invaluable. Like, you can be really, you know, you can get really good. Like, there's so many online resources these days. Like, you can do some really cool stuff and get really good on your own, but like, you'll never be as good as you would be working in a team environment. And like, that doesn't mean you have to be like in-house. Yeah, that's even better, but like, you know, like we've got some Nebula96. Hey, thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. But yeah, you can, like, you know, we have a little Line app. Like on Line app, if anybody uses that, we have a little artist chat on there for people to kind of share, you know, then get feedback on their work. Like, I kind of like it, because, you know, I can post something there, be like, hey, what do you guys think, you know, and like before I post it online, it's like a really cool thing for that, you know. It's really fun, really cool stuff. Black hair and plum outfit. And again, yeah, any questions, please, if you could do the @DinMoney, it'll help me kind of see that. Oh, thanks, Jessica. I got it. Retarded question. Neptune, retarded question. Okay, for beginners, who would you use? Would you recommend using a lot of layers? What do you really need? One sketch, then color, then, yeah, definitely, you know, definitely separate layers. The more layers, like, have fun, find your own, like, system for using layers and stuff, definitely. Like, as for just, like, using a lot of layers, like, you know, just having a lot of layers doesn't mean you're, like, really good or anything like that. It's just, like, you know, it just means you just have a lot of layers. I personally like to use a lot, just because I'm, sorry, I just wanted to get some little design on here or something. Yeah, sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. I started thinking of fun, like, designy stuff. A lot of layers, yeah, use layers as you need them, I'd say, you know. But don't be afraid to use them, like, that's for dang sure, like, and don't restrict yourself to, like, not using any layers. Like, that's probably the #1 thing I'd say don't do. But yeah, totally. Try to use as many as you need. I'd say, like, if you're a good way to start is if you're drawing line art on pencil or like pen or inking. I guess kind of how I started. Like, I would sketch something in pencil, I'd ink it, and I'd scan the inks, and then I'd color it in Photoshop. That's kind of like a really good way to get into it. Yeah, cool. We're all invited to post links. Yeah, cool. Hey, Liege, Ghost, Maximus, thanks for the follow. But yeah, sorry, lost track again. I'm sorry, guys. Freaking ADD. I started answering a question and then it's just like, whoop. Alright, cool. Sorry, I was noticing that these aren't coming out the way I'd like. There we go. It's because I wasn't doing it in a full opacity brush. The brush I was using had some like pressure sensitivity. What does pressure sensitivity mean? You know, yeah, for beginners checking stuff out, like a brush menu, this is probably your, like, you know, the most important thing that helped me in the beginning. Transfer right here. Hey, Veil Loco, thanks for the follow. If you don't have transfer, if you're using like a I don't know when they changed it to transfer, but before this, depending on your CS, it's either transfer or called other dynamics. And go in there and then set the control, the opacity to pen pressure. That's like lifesaver. Definitely try that out. Yeah. What Peachon said. Yeah, definitely about the layers. Yeah, again, like, you know, we got some really sick artists in the chat. Like and like my mods are super cool. Like I work with them, so like they definitely know what they're doing. And if I miss your guys' questions, they'll be able to help you out. Awesome. Cool. And yeah, anybody questions are totally chill. You know, I appreciate the question too. That was a good one. I hope I answered it. I kind of, again, I'm sorry if I like ADD out and like totally space. I'm painting beyond what I normally would stream, so we're going into no man's land right now. Let's get that colored away. And you might be thinking like, oh, why don't I just, you know, use this selection tool, select this whole thing and fill it? Yeah, I could, but it's not gonna like see, it doesn't look quite as good. Like it'll kind of just fill everything. I want to basically, like, you know, doing it manually myself gives me a little more control over it. Yeah, I can, if I wanted to use a lasso, yeah, I could totally use a lasso for it. But like you know, we can also just draw it in with a hard brush. And a hard brush, I mean like no opacity jitter, just straight up brush. No ifs, ands, or buts. No cuts, no butts, no coconuts. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Cool. Then I don't understand. How is there shading in what you're drawing? Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're using a cool like bevel and emboss layer. I was touching upon it earlier, and I explained it, so I'm not going to go into it right now. But like, if anybody's interested, yeah, it's really, really cool. I could elaborate on it more again if anybody needs it. Cool. And I just have it on like a 0 fill right now, so I'm able to quickly just kind of. And it's just going to use whatever color is underneath it. So it's very nice. Very nice. Elvin 4G Spiker. Crazy. That is a difficult name to say. I think I got it right. I don't know. You tell me, man. But thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Anyone just tuning in, hey, what's up? It is me, your humble host and longtime friend, Din Money. And we are painting characters. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we're here for drawing characters. Awesome. This is for a dating sim, to be specific. Cool. And it's at that point where we're kind of, I'm just kind of like popping through, just tackling each issue as I see it. I'm not really like, kind of like, you know, I'm not breaking it down into like, oops, sorry. It's like, alright, now we gotta do all the shading. Jesus, that was like the worst. Sorry, when it's doing this little like lasso thing, I can't like see it. It was horrible. I don't like it. Sorry, it's saving in the background right now, so it's like tripping out and lagging for me. And it makes me look like dumb. There we go. It's a little nicer. Sorry about that. Perfect circles usually aren't that hard to draw. Yeah, right. Perfect circles are always hard to draw. Cool. I just want to try this really quick. Just doing a little outline on there. See if that helps beef it up a little bit. Eh, not bad. This is such a fun, like, and again, this is almost kind of like inking right now, kind of what I'm doing. I'd say it's very comparable to that, because it's like you're kind of like interpreting what's there and just like refining it and adding to it. So what I'm doing right now by adding these little like bevel and emboss things and stuff is kind of just like, you know, I'm taking the stuff that's there, but you know, there's already green there. I've already added a little shadow on each side. But it's basically like taking it a little further, adding a little outside on it, having a little bevel and emboss. It's kind of just pushing the edges that much further. You know, so it's like, okay, zoom out, take a look at it. It's like, if it doesn't, you know, anger me too much, then we can keep going. And it's like, depending on how like big I use it, you know, like how big the brush is, it's like I can kind of, it will look a little different than these, you know. It's not gonna look like, oh, like I did all that bevel embossing in one layer. You know, it'll all like kind of blend in the end. And again, I'm using it underneath like all my lighting layers and all that stuff. So as I'm adding these little like minor details, they're interacting with all the light above it, everything I've done. So it's just gonna, automatically kind of sit in there really nicely. If I was doing this just straight up, it would look really flat and really gross. Yeah. Awesome. How do you add bevel to pen strokes, right? Cool. Yeah. Anyways, tuning in. Hey, what's up? Awesome. Question, welcome. Elvin, I got you. Yeah, I've got it in the in this layer right here, and the way I'm doing it is I have the fill down to 0. So it's basically I'm just painting in like nothing. So no matter where I've drawn, it's going to automatically just be whatever colors underneath it. And then I'm able to just add this bevel and emboss on everything using a layer style. If you double click on the layer, it'll pop up this layer style menu. Go to bevel and emboss. Cobalt brush, awesome. Thanks, or Cobalt Trush, thank you. Cool, yeah, and then I've got it set to like the highlight mode, the shadow mode. You can set those. Definitely just try this out. Like do a little, do some line art, and then try this bevel and embossing. Like it's something I could tell you about, but you're never gonna like love it as much unless you just try and start experimenting with yourselves. So like definitely just double click that, and I'd say even just explore all these layer styles. We could even do a whole demo one day just going into layer styles and how fun they can be. Oh hey Hawk, thanks for coming out, man. Really appreciate it. Later, dude. Thanks, man. Cool. Sweet. Alright, let's keep it going. Chill. You know what? I could, if you guys don't mind, I think I could just keep this going. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of in the zone with this character right now. I do want to take a quick little bathroom break, but then yeah, I can come back and we can just keep painting. I have to pee so bad right now, it literally hurts. On the outside I look all calm and collected, but on the inside I'm like, nah, just kidding. I reversed it with my face. Did you see that joke? Nah, just kidding. Alright, cool. Wow. Yeah. I'm sorry. Thanks for coming in, but I don't speak that language. I'm sorry. Looks like Chinese. But yeah, cool. Rock and roll. I'm sure that is a lovely joke. All right, cool. Let's let me take a really quick bathroom break. I'm gonna grab some more water, and I'll be back in a flash. Awesome. Bear with me. The chat will still be on the screen, so you guys can. You can make some funny jokes and stuff while I'm gone, and everyone in the world will see it. Cool. Cool, freaky music while I'm gone. Nice. Sure, let's keep moving. Alright, I am back. Sweet. Let me do a quick mic check before we resume. Alright, what's up everybody? Back in action. I think the mic is on again. Cool, cool. Alright, did I miss anything? Yeah, nice. Sweet. It's just, anybody, if you haven't noticed yet, yeah, the coffee has worn off. So I'm gonna need your guys' energy now to continue. I don't even know, my voice is probably gonna go out in another half an hour. Crazy. He could try doing exorcism, but there's no way he could get past my samurai spirit. I'll tell him that much. So yeah, hey, Razbot, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright, cool. So let's get back into this. What is going on? Cool, cool. Looking at this, I want to touch up her face a little more. It's like kind of off right now, and I think it's one of those things I'll just like liquefy in the end, but let's go ahead and just kind of soften up some of this nose right here. It's like I don't want the line to be that intense. It's like when it's that sharp, it's kind of like and it's not looking very like silky smooth lady skin that we want. So I do apologize for that if anybody was like, ew, that is some dark elf skin that does not look very soft. Her nose looks too sharp. So it was. I'm sorry about that. But awesome. Cool. Nice. Hey, Baekano 1991, my favorite year. Nice. Just kidding. Awesome. Cool, cool. Really crazy. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on in the chat, so I will... oh, Peachon, you're taking off? Alright, thanks. I'll see you later. Night, Peachon. Later, sorry if I missed you. Yeah, nice. In 2015, that's my new album. Silky Smooth Lady Skin. Alright, cool. Why does she have 2 quivers? It's a great question. Thanks for live from Sus. I don't know if I said hello yet, but yeah, right, why does she have 2 quivers? I think we'll find out in the game, right? I'm glad it looks interesting and it piques your curiosity. Awesome. I almost want to get a little bit of that blue into the Dock arrow. You know what? And I think we might need to change some stuff out. This I do not think can be that color anymore. Cool. Alright, and I think this jewel we might have to change as well. But then why are you changing things? I loved it that way. I know. Just go with me on this. It's for the game stuff, alright? And that's a pretty common thing to have if you're doing characters for game art. Certain things, it's kind of like necessary for game purposes, so you're going to need it, it's like, it's your job as the artist to like incorporate that in like a nice, like pleasant way. So it's like, I'm trying to think maybe some other examples of it, but again, like, streaming for this long, my brain is just like shot right now. Cool. God damn it, keep it serious. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll find out more. We'll find out more about her when the game gets closer. Yeah, I'm sorry, but thank you for asking the question. That's cool. I don't mean to like. I'm not trying to be like. I'm withholding information from you. Nah, it's just like. I want to give you some motivation to play it. Cool. So again, like since it's so cool. Sorry, I'm starting to like get energy back by looking at this painting or this character, and it's like, yeah, awesome, we're drawing it, cool. And it's like, yeah, since we do have everything in layers right now, it's like it's super easy to when I see something that's like, oh, that shadow never got smoothed out. Like this one that's all hard right here, it's like that never got smoothed out. Yeah, we can smooth it out right now. Smooth it out right now. Awesome. Sweet. So cool. So cool. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm just gonna be kind of prowling around right now, looking for things that I want to paint. Things that we need to kind of like adjust. Like it would be cool to get some little like color around the belt loops. Maybe we can do that right now. And I'll just magic wand each of these little, basically the rings I painted in that bevel and emboss layer. And let's go ahead and just draw another one right here. And I don't know if you saw the way I did that there. It's like I just did a circle, the lasso, and then I just held Alt, and then just did another circle inside of it to just cut it out. It's a little easier than trying to like draw a circle with the lasso tool. It's kind of weird. Alright, cool. So let's fill those. Nothing happened. Yeah, I know. That's not it. That's not the magic trick yet. Alright, cool. Now let's fill it in. Boom, shakalaka. Cool. Excellent. I don't know why there's a hole in that one. We'll just pretend that's like supposed to be there. Nah, we can get rid of it right now. That is kind of bizarre that's there. I wonder if that is in the original shadow layer. We should get rid of that ASAP. Oh god, it's not there. Oh guys, in the contact shadows. Yeah, see, cool. Like awesome. And again, like I was saying, it's good to kind of like, you know, be aware and kind of come up, like, you know, take some time, like when you're creating layers. Like, I know it's easy to just be like, oh, new idea to create a new layer, I need to create a new layer. Like, it's easy to kind of get carried away. So it's nice if you can have like a little you know, a little organization in your layers. Like, again, like I was saying before, it's kind of like, once I have my base shadow layer, which is all that, you know, this one right here, above that I've got, you know, like a normal layer, overlayer, normal, and overlay, and I can use those 3 to 4 layers, like, you know, like combo to achieve, you know, most of the looks I could ever want to do. Nice. Cool. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Uber. You're getting it? Nice. Cool. I just realized the sword instructor lady has her own eras. Yeah, right? Good eye, Uber. You're on point right now. Dare I say, you just gained 50 points! You gained 50 din dollars. Yeah, cool though, right? Yeah, good eye. Very good eye, dude. Very good eye. I'm glad that's noticeable. Cool. And, oh, using the lasso tool is so sick. I'm going to use that, and basically I'm just going to smudge along this line, and it'll get a cool, like, nice, easy crease. And I'm going to do that again down here. Let's try that. Ooh, yeah. Something got smudged up there, I guess. Oh, that's in the shadow above layer. Let me guess. Yep. Wait. What the hell? Maybe it was in there and it's half in this one. Yikes. Okay, it was in there. Okay. Whew. Sorry. You guys saw me like, Din's tripping out and we don't even know what he's tripping on. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. Just want to get that a little nicer. I got to undo what I did there because I got so frustrated looking for a layer that I kind of overlooked what I was looking for. What the hell does that mean? I know. Sorry, that didn't make much sense, did it? Just trust me. Everything was going according to plan. Alright, back off. Just chill. Cool. Oh, so I want to get like a couple little like creases in here, I think. Just to show that there's like a little like tug on the cloth. And how I'm going to do that is basically kind of think of these little points that where the cloth is going to be, where it gets dark. It's almost kind of like radiation, like where it's like it basically like you got to think of like when you're doing cloth, it's like think of the point where it's being pulled from. And this little locket's in the middle of here, so it's like, oh, it's gonna be pulled, and where it's pulling from is like over here and over here. You know, so it's like, oh, okay. You know, maybe actually this one would be pulling, since this is going around this side, this will be coming around this side, so it's like, oh, okay. So there's almost like this invisible line right there, and then this going around to the other side. But basically when you're doing the cloth like fold layers, think about where it's being pulled from, and that's a good way to kind of get it going. Nice. Layers, please cooperate. Yeah, serious. Can you spend them like Chuck E. Cheese tickets? Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese was my first job, actually. Believe it or not. Yeah, it was good times. Oh, man. Yeah. Whew. That was crazy days. Alright, eventually I got like too tall for like the Chucky suit. And I'd be like, Lorena, I can't wear that thing. I'm like scaring the children. She's like, you just don't want to do it, Jeff. Ah! You know, it's like, I'm like, I'm not being lazy. Like, it's seriously like I'd be so tall, like the pants would be so high water so you could see my legs are there, and like I'd be this like giant thing like, hello kids, and they'd just be like, ah! Like it was crazy. I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, that was really funny. I remember one time, gosh, do you guys care? Is this a fun story to tell, or is this like The most annoying story ever. One time when I was like, I had to be the Chucky. I had to go on the stage and do the dance. And I did the robot on there. Like, it was so sick. Like, all the parents like were like laughing so hard. Like, oh, it was good. That was probably the highlight of my career at Chuck E. Cheese. Nice. All right, so now that we have some, as it goes down to this brown, I want to use the overlay layer to highlight with it. And the reason why I want to is because like I want to get a little more like color fluctuation. You see how it's like going dark brown and then to this bright yellow. If I were just shading this in a normal layer, watch. See how it's like a grayish brown and then just grayish. See, so it's like that's something to take note of. It's like, yeah, you can't really use overlays when you're working with like super light. Like, you know, it doesn't really work well. But over here, it's like, yeah, it's dark enough to where I know I'll get some really cool like color fluctuations, that kind of stuff. And those are what's really nice, you know. That's what kind of makes like paintings like appealing. I don't know, you know, I'd like to say it's like a personal thing, but it's kind of like not even personal. It's kind of just like everyone, you know. I mean, it's like it's just a nice thing. I'm gonna get some like highlights on her arm a little bit too. Just lighten that up a little bit, and then as it comes up here. Let me get, I'm using like another color too. I don't want to just use white, just because again, the color frequencies. If I use like another bright color, like this like really bright pink, it'll kind of help like, oh, I see how it kind of just, when it goes in the shadow, it's a little nicer than if I was just using straight up white. It's just like, it turns, I don't know. Try it out. You can even get super crazy with it, and like sometimes like using a color that you wouldn't really think worked is like really cool, like using like super bright like lightning blue or something like that. You know, it's like it's really cool. You can get like the kind of cause skin's so nuts. It's so affected by everything around it. Like look on mine right now. I'm getting like blues from like the computer screens and stuff. Like, yeah, that's nuts. So again, anyone just tuning in, hey, what's up? Thanks for coming out. It's Dan Money here. We're doing some character design for games, or a game. Generally, we do character design for games here, so forgive me if I was speaking generally. But yeah, definitely if you're into like game art and stuff, like character design, you're looking to improve on yourself as an artist, definitely give me a follow. It will not only make me feel better, but it'll make you feel better too, because you did a good deed. Awesome, you gain 1 karma point. Excellent. And I could also use like another blue color in there if I wanted to get even more serious. It's like, oh, okay, you know, it's a very subtle thing, but as you can see, it's like, oh, okay, it's interacting a little bit. You know, maybe we can kind of tie it into some of these blues up there, something like that. So, I don't know, it's kind of cool to be thinking about colors when you are doing the shading. You know, you don't have to go straight black and white. Sometimes I would say do it, but sometimes, yeah, you know, and it's up to you. Like, there's no like maybe there's some sort of like mathematical system to it, but I don't know. I feel like art, you know, it's called an art because it's like up to the artist. You know, it's up to you to kind of like, you know, you break the rules, but it kind of comes out nice. Does that make sense? Like, you can do things that shouldn't work, but somehow they are, you know, because, you know, that's what being an artist is. So you can do the impossible. So cool. So cool. I wish I had a little more saturation in that part. I feel like the color's not like as dominant as I would like it. So what I want to do is I'm just going to duplicate that layer right there. And then maybe let's try throwing in like a linear light or something. Saturate it more, darken it more. There we go. Alright, now it's getting super. And you know, I'll choose the Command U, and it's like again, it's, you know, there's different ways of achieving looks. Like I got this gold color and this gold color like completely different ways, but because, you know, yeah, you know, because I'm professional and I'm thinking about what I'm doing. Hey, Bara Lokan, thank you for the follow. You know, I'm able to, you know, I'm able to get the same color in both spots, you know, using 2 different ways. It's very interesting, you know, it's very cool to do. It's good to kind of know a lot of different ways of doing stuff, just because you never know, you know, what your task will be that day. You know, whether you're working freelance or like in-house, definitely, because like, yeah, you don't know what you're gonna be thrown at. You know, every week's different, and then well, not every week's different, but like, you know, you never know what they'll need to get a new project, or like freelance especially too, because it's like you really can't say no to stuff because like you gotta take the work when you can. So it's like you better be ready to handle a lot of different situations. It's really cool. So fun. Drawing a painting is so cool. Loving it. Alright, I would like to get a little more detail area in there. Maybe we could use a photo asset for that. That'd be a good opportunity to do that. Chill. There's a lot of stuff I want to do with the face, but it's like, the face, it's such a big part. Cool. Wait, there are karma points too? Yep. Bakano, you got some. Hey, cool. What up, RJ Prox? Yeah. I know, Peachon left. She's a traitor. She will be destroyed. Alright, says chill. You know what they say, when one mod leaves, another mod opens. Something like that. Noses, I love noses. I love and hate noses. I love when they come out nice. They're tough every time though. I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to get my like nose system down, but I don't know. It's such like, again, it's like one of those points on the face that it's so complex, and there's like so many little nice. Let's start this song. There's so many complex like little like planes in it that you can really like it's a very high detail spot, and it's really easy to screw it up. Not easy to screw it up, it's hard to like pull off well. It's so I'm gonna use a lasso tool right now, and I want to revisit those little like tear duct areas. And I know the lasso tool can be kind of weird if you're like just starting off in digital. Will you stay if it didn't? Yeah, we'll see. You don't have to stay just for me, J-Prox. That's chill though. Yeah, like yeah. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'll remember again soon. So let's get, I want a little high. Oh yeah, I know the lasso tool can be like kind of like intimidating, kind of weird at first, but it's so cool, and a good way to kind of like pick it up is to just think of it like, you know, a very like thin pencil, and you're just kind of like drawing around the little spot you want to color. Sorry, this, you gotta be really careful. It's easy to make the nose get too big, so that's why I want to be very careful here. Nice. See, part of why it's getting a little big is because we need to almost define the underplane a little bit more. So maybe we could even just grab some like blue or something and just kind of draw that in. I just want to pick up the front of it a little bit. It's a little too dark. Cool. Sorry, I just want to pinken that up a little bit. I want it a little cooler, so we're just gonna kind of overlay in some glazes or whatever. Hey, Captain Jack, thank you for the follow. What up? Nice. Sweet. Chill. So I just want to bring this up just a little more. It'd be really cool to kind of get the bottom and show the nostrils. Sorry, you guys. This requires maximum concentration. And I'm thinking again about, remember what we were talking about with like red shadows versus blue shadows, some parts? Like the light gets trapped in there and it's got to go dark. Other ones can get a little like blue. That's happening right now. Cool. So I need just one little kind of dark line coming across just to really show where the top plane ends. and the bottom one begins. Okay. That's alright for now. We'll go with that for now. What are you drawing? What are we drawing, Din Money? That's a great question, J-Prox. What the heck are we drawing? I didn't draw this. No, just kidding. I drew, yeah. We are drawing a character from my dating sim. The greatest dating sim in the world. Nice. She's going to be a character over there. She is the Tsundere Taipu character. And she is going to be lovely. Actually, like I was talking about, like story-wise, this chick is kind of the flagship of the game. So it's like, dang, she has to be really cool. So hopefully she ends up being really cool. Hopefully you guys like her and then. Nice. Because, yeah, she is kind of pivotal. Cool. Cool. Let's get a little more shadow in the hair right now. Just want to... And again, you see, it's kind of weird thinking, you know, like, oh, why would I add the shadow on the top? You know, it's like, what? Din's gone crazy. Now, think of it more like the shadow is like rolling back on her head. Like, it's rolling back because the light, it's like coming from in front. I don't know, it's kind of, there's so many weird bounce lighting right now, so many ambient lighting, it's kind of hard to, like, say it. But, like, just think about it, like, you know, as the light's hitting right here, the farther the hair goes back, like it's rolling back. As it goes back to this curve where it meets the other ones, it kind of gets a little hard shadow right there. It's supposed to be light. Alright, chill. Yeah, nice. See? Wow! Just tried it all. See how now you can see it kind of like rolling back to your head? It's like kind of like, oh, okay, the front comes out there. Versus before it was a little flat, you know, so that's a good thing to think about, you know, because the head is like a sphere, and you gotta think like, oh, the part closest to the camera, that's gonna get the, you know, the highest lighting, or the most light. And again, yeah, there's times when that isn't a curve, but when we're doing concept art and like character designs for games, a lot of times you want to have everything really clear, like just very like overhead general lighting that you can just see the character. Because this is for, you know, this is for a sprite for the actual in-game stuff. That's cool. A lot of stuff is just like character concept art, just so the 3D modelers can like have something to work with. Yeah, and also a note, like I swear, like nowadays, like no concept art is kind of just like concept art anymore. Like anything you draw, be prepared for like people to see it, because it's like they're like, all right, cool, we should need some character concepts, and it's like, all right, those look cool. Go ahead and like, you know, they'll use them. Maybe for some other part in the game, you know, the loading screen, or like maybe for like the game manual, they'll release the art of book, and it's like you might not be able to go back and add to stuff. You'll just have to, just, you know, you'll see what you sent them, and it's like, oh god, cool, very cool, very cool, cool. Awesome. So I want kind of a theme with these feathers. This bow, that, and then her bow, or sorry, the arrow, and that. So I don't know if you guys are noticing that. I might need to adjust the colors on her bow a little bit indeed. Cool, very cool. And then again, anyone just tuning in, hey, what's up? Me, it's Din Money, your friend and humble narrator. We are drawing this character here for a dating sim. And yeah, I do a lot of character design stuff. So if you're into this, definitely give me a follow. You can see me again. I do this every Tuesday. It's usually not this long of a stream, but you know, maybe we'll level up the Patreon, get some more stream going, and overlay, huh? Yeah, cool. All right, sorry, I want to get some blues in there too. Okay, cool. I just want the blues in there just to get a little, maybe like a little reflected light from that, but mainly just to just soften it up a little bit. Blue is a nice soft way to get the shadows in there, especially if you want the character a little softer. Because sometimes, like when you go using super blacks, you know, it's like kind of it can get really moody and look a little too like basically like if you're doing like guy characters, maybe that'd be a little better, you know, because you can just have them like, you know, it has like definitely more of like a manly, like a dark, more threatening style when you have things going to all black, you know, versus if they're gonna shade the blues and stuff, it's like, oh, okay, you know, it's like a thing that kind of like, you know, people are scared of the dark kind of stuff, I guess. You know, when things go to the all dark, it's like, you know, it creates this much like a bigger contrast. So it's like, and I think like typically in nature, you know, like think about animals that have like crazy contrast patterns. You know, No, not like zebras, but like, you know, I think like poisonous frogs and stuff. It's kind of like, it's a little more of a dangerous style, so be aware of that, I guess. Yeah. Cool. I also want to see what it'd look like if there was just a little green band going around right there. I'm gonna do something really quick. Don't freak out. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I said, don't freak out. All right, cool. I just needed to grab that color really quick. Just want to see what that would look like. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. Right? Does this look cool? Oh my god. Tell me it looks... No, just kidding. Cool. That should be cool. It gets another little detail there. Alright, fine. We can try it over here too. You know, I don't mind it over there either, actually, now that I look at it. What do you guys think? Is that too much? It looks kind of nice from over here. When I'm looking at my little thumbnail, sorry, let me show you guys that. See, I'm not staring off at the sunset over here. I'm looking at this. So it's like, oh, okay, I've got it in like the bottom corner of my other screen over there. You know, I have like a, if you haven't seen yet, I've got like like a laptop Cintiq little setup here. It's pretty cool. Awesome. Very, very cool. Sweet. All right, cool. Nice. I'll stick with that for now. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It said it's fine, you guys. Gosh. All right, cool. Let's change these out right now. Let's right click. You know, magic wand, W, right click, similar. You know, all that good stuff. Excellent. Okay, cool. Cool. That's a little better. Nice. Alright, excellent. Cool. Alright, sorry, that's we're getting closer to the final, you know, the final stuff, so there's gonna be a little more of me checking around, looking at stuff, evaluating. You know, again, this is like bounce house, you know, we're just gonna be bouncing around, kind of just adding a little bit here, a little bit there. You know, just whatever's needed. This is kind of like, you know, the really fun part of the drawing, when it's just like, you know, it needs to be done, and we're just seeing it, and we're just doing it. I'm going to do a really quick mic check. Just bear with me. It's going to go quiet really quick. Sorry about that. I'll turn on the music. And we should be back, microphone wise. Yeah, cool. So I just want to I need to add the little embossment details to all this stuff. We added this nice little, you know, little trim up there. Now I gotta do it everywhere else. And I don't mean that like, oh no, I gotta do it everywhere else. I mean that as in like, hey, we gotta do that everywhere else. Because it is kind of, you know, for me, like, the detail is kind of relaxing, you know, it's like, I gotta just, you know, I don't know when I started getting super detailed, because, like, I used to be, like, you know, Dr. Speed Painter, where it's just, like, you know, everything I had to, like, time myself, like, and it was, like, how fast I could do something was almost like how I kind of, like, you know, I guess artists, you know, you're looking for your, like, your definition, you know, what makes you stand out, and for me, starting out, it was kind of like how fast I was. You know, and I'm grateful for that, because, you know, it's definitely, you know, I still am pretty fast. I know it doesn't look like I'm moving that fast right now, but I actually can, I can actually work really fast. And, like, by using these techniques, you know, they speed up the process so much. Like, if I wasn't stopping to explain everything, you know, I could be, we could just be jamming along here. If it wasn't restricted by you guys, no, I'm just kidding. No, but that wouldn't be fun, you know. I'm having fun here. It's nice to just kind of relax and paint these details. And but yeah, I don't know when it was that I switched to like just trying to get so clean, but you know, actually I think I do remember. I remember when it was like kind of almost touched upon what we were talking about earlier, when I was like, yeah, everything you draw, like, be prepared, like, people to see it, you know. So especially for, even if it's just like, you know, if you're just like, oh, it's a rough concept, it's like, you know, basically, you know, Capcom might end up seeing that, you know, it's like, oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. HP number 2. Okay. Cool. Yeah. If anybody has any questions too, just throw the little at Din money for me. I'd appreciate that. I hope you kind of see him a little easier. Nice. But yeah, one time I remember like I did all these like character concepts, and they're like, all right, cool, we're throwing these in the game. Like, we'll just use these arts for like the hero characters, and it's just like, what? No, like those were just like the concept art. Like you can't use that in game, and it's just like, no, it's cool. And then it's like, oh god. Yeah, and it's like ever since then, it's, I've been like, I want to get a little cleaner, sharper, and this technique is like, it's very like, this is very production oriented. Like all these techniques I'm showing you guys are like designed for, working in games so that your art director or whatever, you can make changes easily. You can make the changes that are gonna come like most often the easiest. Like color changes, that kind of stuff. Even my whole process is just designed to, any step of the way, it's like, most of the edits they could ever ask for, it's like, hey, no worries, like that's not too hard to fix. By breaking it down to like the line art phase, this little base color phase, like it's just very nice. So yeah, definitely take what you can from this, and then if something doesn't work out, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna hunt you down and say you're not doing it right. I'll save that for just my studio mates. That's funny. How was my first date with Jessica like? That's funny. It wasn't an art date. Yeah, no, I met her at a artist meetup. It's funny though. Any questions about art will be welcome. No worries though, dude. Yeah, maybe we can talk about that another time. If everybody wants me to tell that story, I can. If not, no worries. We can keep on drawing. Like 7:41. All right. Just for the sake of like my voice and stuff, I will we'll stop it at 8. So we are getting pretty close with this chick. She's pretty solid. I almost want to though try this out. Try what out? Hold on a second. Let me find it first. I want to actually just try and emboss and add that little lime green line to the to this little bevel and emboss trim because it looks so flat now. Since we have all this nice like interactions, all this other stuff, I just want to see it. Let's just see how it goes. Again, I have my little rule. If you think of something, you gotta try it. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Cool. Alright, cool. Looks like somehow we stopped doing that over here. I don't know what the heck happened. You guys are fired. Nah, just kidding. It's cool. And what I'm doing right there, if you see everything like jump all weird, basically I have the base color layer, and I'm just using, I have a hotkey on the right side of my tablet because I don't use it very often, and it just moves everything to the front. So I'm just moving that in the front. I just hit Control Z and move it back to the back. Nice. Excellent. And then this one I can just do by hand because like Cool. Easy enough. Sweet. What the heck? What happened right here? There's just like a little spot. There's a little like leaf right there that didn't get colored or something. Who did that? Did you guys leave that out? You bastards. Alright, let's grab this white color. Let's fill that in really quick. Someone's trying to sneak a peek. Yeah, shame on you guys. Alright, cool. I think because that's covered with the arrow, that must have been why I didn't color that in. There's no way I would have done that on purpose. Can you show me your sketch really quick? I'd like to see how refined it is. Sure. Sure. The sketch of this. She kind of went through a few sketches. Actually, I'd be happy to show you that. If you want to see that stuff, that's actually available on my Patreon. Thank you. Nah, we can take a look at the line art really quick. The line art actually is a little more refined on these. I say like take it as far as you need it. because you might like some characters like this one. It's like let me just grab this. Hold on a second. Yeah, because for this character, since it's like a female character, I definitely want to have it like maybe a little cleaner, a little sharper. If it was like a male character, like a gruff, like warrior dude, I could probably get away, or like a monster, like a creature, I could get away with having the line art like a little rougher, you know. So it's like yeah. But with these females, like, and since this is like a sprite for a game, like a dating sim, you know, these chicks, they have to be like very beautiful and pretty. I want to make sure that you know, it's all nice and sharp. So I did spend a little more time in these layers, I mean doing this line art, than I would maybe normally. Yeah. Sorry, it's coming soon enough. Cool. Alright, so this is the original line art layer. The original line art. So you can see it's pretty similar. Yeah. So we have that, and then sorry, there's some little crystals that I was demoing before. Those have no business here. Cool, yeah, so that's where we came from, and this is where we are now. Yeah, awesome. So this one, as you can see, yeah, it's kind of you know, it's pretty refined. I'd say it's fairly clean line art. Not that clean, but I guess clean enough. Clean enough. Cool. I really need this job. No, I need this job. Yeah. What is this job? Yo, your voice, dude. You said that an hour ago. I know, my voice is getting so raspy. This is like the longest stream. As you guys can tell, like, my coffee is way worn off. We're like slow painting now. This is like low energy painting. We need to boost it up a little bit. Let's start off. Let's stretch out. Let's start us off. Alright, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of Character Design with Din Money. Here we have this character we started drawing. And we're in the coloring phase now. We're actually kind of moving on to the more like detailed final steps for her. As you can see, like, yeah, we've definitely come pretty far. I also want to start adding some blue into a lot of the shading. And mainly under these lovely breastises. Just because I want to soften it up a little bit. And you see how much nicer that looks? And again, like I was talking about earlier, some shadows are going to get like they get trapped, I guess is a good way to put it. You know, when the shadow gets trapped, there's nowhere else for it to go. Yeah, it's gonna get like, you know, really dark. But other times when there's a shadow like kind of out in the open, you'll get like some blues in it, and it's very nice. You know, like maybe we can get some blues right there. Like, see, oh, doesn't that look so nice? Bolita11, thank you for the follow. And again, anyone just tuning in, what's up? We do character design for games here, so if you're into that stuff, definitely give me a follow. We've also got a cool like chat room on the Line app if anybody uses that. Cool. And again, yeah, the blue works, but it's not like something you can kind of just step into. You kind of want to you need to establish like core shadows, or defragzer. Hey, thanks, man. Defragzer, chill. Awesome. Yeah, like it works the best when you kind of have established the like almost like the core shadow or whatever it is. Sorry, did I say contact earlier? I meant core shadow. Tears266, hey, thanks for the follow. Awesome. Yeah, and what that means is basically like if you already have like it goes from normal mid-tone. Sorry, there's like highlight up here. This thing. Hey, Mr. Uncle Whale. Hey, wow, cool. Sweet. Thank you for all the follows, everyone. Rock and roll. You guys distracted me though. Alright, cool. So once you have like the shadow, the main shadow, the mid-tone shadow, then you can have the little underlighting. This is like the blue kind of stuff, and like that's when it really works nicely. Because if I just do it like on with nothing there, it's kind of like, whoa, you know. It's, think of it like, yeah, you have to go into shadow, and then it's like the light that's bouncing back everywhere. That's what I was gonna say. Like, you know, it's you can only have the blue kind of areas, like shadows that are kind of out in the open, to where, you know, they're not getting locked up. Like, you know, inside her hair, yeah, it gets a little dark, you know. I mean, it's a little blue, maybe more blue than it should be. But, yeah, it looks nice, so we can get away with it. But yeah, think of it like, you know, extra, like the light from ambient, you know, a lot of blue is just coming in. And the blue just works nice because it's such a cool color. Again, just so you guys can see it, this is kind of the blue I'm using right now. It's like a very, I call it like the no blue. You know, I've got a couple. I've got that one and like a little darker one. But as you can see, they're both very along the center line here. Like, you know, if we go too saturated, it'll look a little like, you know, that's cool. Like, it'll be a little more graphic, you know. But it's gonna definitely call a lot more attention than, you know, one of these desaturated ones. And you'll be surprised how like desaturated you can be when to have it still look so colorful. Yeah. Sorry, I like this song. Cool. Alright, sweet. So let's add some blue on these. And again, like it's also a nice way to kind of lighten up some of your darks. Like if you find something getting a little too dark and it's getting a little too moody, adding the blues is a really great way to get that. And you can also push dimension in it too. It's like we can have this kind of like, if I add the blue right there, it's like, oh, you know, it's a little too clean. But like that, you know, it's like, oh wow, it's kind of gets faded out as it goes back there. You know, it's like it's going back behind there. Nalcelta, thank you for the follow. Hey, thanks for the follow, Nalceta. Thank you. I hope that's the correct way to pronounce that. Awesome. What up, everybody? We're if you're just tuning in, we're just getting started here. We're streaming all night till 5 in the morning. No, I'm just kidding. I wish. No. We're getting to the end. I have about 10 minutes left, or 9 minutes left, whatever. If anybody has any questions, definitely speak now or forever hold your peace. Got a little gray right there. Let's get rid of that. We don't want it to get too blue on our face. You know, again, the contact, the core shadow is so small right there that it's like, it's just, there's not enough room to work with. Maybe if we really wanted to push it, if it was like, had this like super blue backlight and we were like, you know, that was like a big part of the character. I don't know, maybe if it was like a more sci-fi thing, yeah, we could have a little bit there. But as you can see, it's just, there's just so little to work with that, you know, maybe it's, you know, we just don't really need it right there. It doesn't look that bad, but cool. Sweet. So just to sum it up, yeah, I guess where we're at right now, we're kind of just really defining the shadow areas. So that means what shadows kind of get really dark and get stuck up in there. You know, you get that pretty dark. And also in skin, a good way to think about that is like, you know, it gets bunched in there and then it gets a little more red. You know, there's more of that, like kind of like the concentrated blood factor. Oh my god, he said blood, I'm so scared! Don't be scared. No, I didn't mean like blood. I meant like human blood. Like blood. Nah. Cool. Sweet. I think her lips need so much loving. We haven't touched like her mouth in so long. I'm sorry, honey. Ugh. We also, I feel like we need to get a little more color in her eyes too. It's like, yeah, they're cool, but it'd be nice to get a little extra color in there. And I'm gonna go back to my like the layers I have for like the little like base color details kind of thing. Base color details, if you're wondering what that means, kind of like we started off with a bunch of flat colors. Like this is basically like the character's like color scheme up here. Like sorry, let's go all the way up. Oh, sorry, yeah, it doesn't have the skin. Yeah, sorry, the skin's not included, but there's all like the flat color of like her outfit and all that stuff. So sweet. AR Portari, thank you for the follow. Awesome. What up, dude? Welcome to the party, I should be saying. Sweet. And yeah, we're kind of wrapping it up. So if you want to tune in next time, I think the next stream I'll be hanging out in the background of El Pichon's stream on Wednesday. So that'll be a lot of fun. Definitely look forward to that. Anybody will be there. And then yeah, if you're into like game art and that kind of stuff, I design characters pretty much like all day. It's awesome. Yeah. Now I do a lot of different kind of work for games and stuff, but the majority of my work is character based. I do a lot of character design, especially for like tabletop games, like Dungeons and Dragons, that kind of stuff. Done a lot of stuff for that. It's really, really awesome. So I've been designing characters for a long time, so that's what I mainly will be focusing my Twitch streams on. If anybody's interested in that, definitely give me a follow. So we'll just be keep designing more and more awesome characters. Awesome. Okay, yeah, her hips are so wide, we might have to tone that down a little bit. King Kong CSA, thanks for the follow. It's been so long. Have you been here the whole time? I remember you came in and like said some crazy exorcism stuff, and then we all thought you died. But yeah, glad to see you're still alive and kicking, rocking on. And I feel silly not knowing how to do a Chinese greeting right now. Maybe I know Jessica in the chat, she can speak a little Chinese. I'll put her on the spot. 谢谢 for following. I think I said that right. Oh, please tell me I said that right. Cool. Oh, so much fun. Ah, this character is a blast. Cool. Nice. Nice. And I'm thinking like something to note on this like sphere. It is, you know, sorry, this elbow pad, it is a sphere. Sorry. Spoiler alert. Started with the end of my little, what I was going to say. So yeah, the end should, you know, darken up a little bit. Again, we can soften up that dark because that does look a little too like, I'm getting scared. We don't want to scare you guys, so we can lighten that up a little bit. It's really cool. Nice. There is a caution though doing that. Like, let's say if we put this in a game and like, let's say it's alright, they always blue on them, you know, it's like this, and then they're in this like sunset scene, you know, something like that. So it is important if you are like, since this character is part of that other character that you can see right below me, they're kind of the same universe. I do not want to go too crazy with the blues because then I'd have to add the blues to her and then make sure every character has that same consistency. So like that is a factor. Hey, Super Chill Tuesday, yay, nice. Oh yeah, and Jonathan Draws, thanks for coming out, man. What up? If I missed anybody in the chat, I'm sorry. I appreciate you coming in. We got about 4 minutes left, so we're kind of just wrapping things up. You can address any final questions you guys might have. I'm just gonna be doing the little bounce house thing. You know, there's a bounce house? No, not like. Oh, I wish there was. But no, I mean like we're gonna be like kind of bouncing around the painting and just touching up little areas depending on what is needed. Like I kind of want to hide where some of those bevel and emboss layers end. And something as little as like a blue kind of overlapping on some of the gold right there can really like flatten out your drawing, you know. So deleting that can like some little things like that can actually really be important, you know. And it's up to you guys to know what that is that's important. How will I know? Through practice and diligence. That is how. Awesome. Mizzy Sin. Hey, thank you for that follow. Really appreciate it. Awesome. And again, I'm new to Twitch, so yeah, all the follows are really appreciated. I know there's a lot of really cool artists you could be watching right now, so I really do appreciate you know, spending your time with me. So I do want to make this as beneficial for you guys as I can. You know. So sorry, I need to switch my brushes. Cool. Yeah, awesome. So you got like 2 minutes left. I do need to start the landing procedure. So again, yeah, awesome. So I guess let's just do a little quick before and after thing. I guess that's I guess that's the time. The time is now. So let's do that really quick. Something we can also do, just kind of like sit her in a little bit better, is I can take the same gradient layers that I have for her, and I can just hold Alt, and then I can drag, and that'll basically like duplicate them. And I'm just going to drag them below everything and put them on my background. Cool. So now it's like, oh cool, the background has the same kind of like overall lighting direction that she has, you know, that same gradient transition, so it'll make her kind of like sit a little better in there. And then if we wanted to, we can just add a little like outer glow on her just to pop her a little bit more if we wanted to. Nice. And I'll just put this up like super high, and I'll bring the opacity down a lot, because this is one of those things where it's just like, if you do it right, it doesn't look like you did anything at all. You know, it's like so now you see she's really like kind of popping out a little bit. So she's almost done. I guess where I'd go from here is I would continue to, you know, focus on like the little shadows, little highlights, that stuff. Maybe another round of highlights to push out the contrast a little bit. Yeah, a lot of little detailing from here, I would say. Let me just get a quick highlight on a certain area. But yeah, hold on, sorry, the before and after is coming very shortly. You guys' favorite part. Excellent. I just want to darken this down here just a wee teensy bit more. Cool. Hey, Pokey Freak. Thanks for the follow. Rock and roll, dude. Awesome. Sweet. Alright, so let's, it's saving in the background. So I'm sure it's going to love it when I do this. Let's go all the way back up to history, and let's see how it was before. Yeah! So we start with flat colors. Basically nothing much, you know, and then here we are now. Cool. So, yeah, as you can see, we've definitely made some progress today. I hope so. We've been painting for like 4 hours. So yeah, she's pretty done. Oh, almost. I need to touch up some stuff. So cool. So you guys can see, yeah, she's pretty far along now. So hopefully we you got some cool you know, techniques out of this. Hey, Din Money, looking good. Hey, thanks, Jared Dog. Thanks, Mizzy Sin. Hey, all right, later, Sin. Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate it, dude. Awesome. Hopefully I gotta say goodbye before you took off. But hey, Cypher, coming in right at the end. Awesome. Control S as always. Yeah, let's do that right now. Save. Awesome. So yeah, again, hey, I really appreciate everyone for coming out. I hope you had a blast painting. You know, another wonderful episode of Character Design with Din Money. You know, it was fun for me as always. I hope you guys had fun. Again, if there's any like you know, feel free to tweet me. I'm on Twitter and stuff. If you want topics for future sessions, maybe we might do like a quick one next. Or I think someone was curious about like integrating photo assets into their art, so maybe we could do that next. That's something I've seen a lot of people. It's kind of hard to do. It's one of those things where you think it's easy, but it's actually ends up being a lot of work as well. So yeah, cool. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you picked up some stuff from this fun. Hey, Tico. Yeah. So again, if you guys could give me a follow if you enjoyed this, you know, please give me a follow. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. It'll be a lot more fun. We can do a lot more really cool stuff. And yeah, let's just have some fun painting. Yeah, I'll be touching this character up. I want to kind of adjust some things once I flatten her out. But let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing. So yeah, rock and roll. Thank you again for everyone. Hey, Takeo. Hey, thanks for coming out, man. Sweet. Command Z, toggle from one version to the other completed. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, Super Stream Din Money Tuesdays! Yeah, so again, I know there's a lot of creative options on Twitch. I really appreciate you guys coming out to hang out with me. Definitely give me a follow so we can hang out again next week. I'll be there Tuesday 4 to 6, and also I'll be at the Sunday stream, or the Saturday. I think we might be pushing it to Saturdays. But yeah, definitely hit me up on all your social media. Have fun. I'll try to post this chick as soon as I can. And if any more, if you like want to see the brushes I use and the process for these, I have that available in my like high res and like not safe for work versions and stuff on my Patreon. So cool. Excellent. I hate goodbyes. So yeah, sweet. Yeah, again, rock and roll, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. It was a blast. Rock and roll.